All right, we're going live. Um, Stranger Boy, how's it going, man? So we got Stranger Boy so far. Let me see here. How's it going, everybody? No, but yeah, hanging out tonight. Mass Singer. We got Mass Singer. Let's kind of get a little bit situated here. So we got Stranger Boy. We got Mass Singer. Yeah, literally, I just walked in the door. Common Rider, what's up, man? Yeah, I was watching a little bit of a basketball game and just walked in the house and I hopped on. So, how is everybody doing tonight? Let's see what's happening out there in movie land, movie news. Parents TV Council blasts Disney Plus for adding mature content like Daredevil and The Punisher. Freaking parents. Stupid. Quantum Leap reboot, I don't give a crap about. You know, really, I mean, who gives a crap about the Quantum Leap reboot? Apparently, Ernie Hudson's in it. Okay, so we got Matt Thomas coming in. Yeah, I did hear about that, a Billy Joe biopic, but he's not granting the rights. So to me, it'd be interesting to see, but I have a bad feeling about it. Yeah, I heard about that. The Monsters movie by Rob Zombie is actually going to be PG. I did hear about that. Hey, DJ, what's up? We got DJ Donnelly. But yes, I did hear about that. Let me move this out of the way. I got too much on the desk right now. But yeah, so like I said, I heard about the Monsters being PG, which is surprising. It's Rob Zombie. But yeah. And again, the Quantum Leap reboot, we don't need it. It's not needed. What else is going on out there? Star Trek 4, whatever. Right on target. What's up? A Weezer biopic. But yeah, I mean, the Billy Joel one, I just. Can we get a break from biopics? I mean, part of me looks forward to the Elvis one, but at the same time, it kind of becomes the same thing, Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Yeah, this is going to be the one time. All right, but yeah, right now I'm waiting on Studio Red Band. I did send you an invite, Matt. So, and I sent it to your messenger. There you go. Okay, you saw it. Yeah, I would like to check it out a second time, but I would need 3 hours. I mean, that I can make the time, but I would definitely like to watch it again. It's definitely going to be a film I'm going to pick up on Blu-ray when it comes out. So, um, but it would be nice to watch it again in the theater. I really like the movie. So, and I'm definitely picking that up on Blu-ray. Yeah, IMAX would be cool. I mean, just to see it in IMAX. But yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Quinn. I really enjoyed the movie. I mean, if I like, you know, I guess like maybe if one nitpick with the film, I could say maybe it could have been turned back a little bit. But for the most part, I really liked it. And I did a review of it. Like the first time I did a review, I'm like, maybe I should have said this or that. So I went back and redid the review. Then I did a little discussion about the movie um, with my brother and Studio Red Band. So, all right. Oh, you are? I didn't even see you, Matt. I'm sorry. Hey, there you are.
What's going on?
What's going on? I'm sorry about that.
Jamie! I still want a Weezer biopic.
Yeah, the camera, like I have the webcam right here, so it's like blocking my guests.
It's all good.
So I could not see you down below.
How's it going?
Pretty good, man. How about yourself?
Not bad. Not bad. Wife had some friends over. Just got the house to myself.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
The 4 hour cut of the Batman.
Woof.
Is there?
I'd watch it. Yeah, I heard.
Too.
I would watch it. I think your brother told me there was a 4 hour cut last time when we got together. I would. I want to see what got cut. Who was in there? This is my question, okay? Spoilers, people. Riddle me this, Batman. If that was Joker at the end, who was the Red Hood in the beginning of the movie? You know when Riddler's looking through the goggles to go into the mayor's house? Mm-hmm. Someone in a red hood shows up.
Oh, really?
Who could that be?
I forgot. I missed it. I would have watched it again, actually.
I went back and saw it again.
Oh, you
in
did?
IMAX. Yeah.
That's what Right on Target was just talking about.
It's like last time I was talking about pumpkins, like they had the end, like Batman Robin, the end is beginning is the end. Mm-hmm. They had that during the cell phone scene. When they're next to the bat signal and they got the cell phone out and you hear the voicemail? Mm-hmm. Smashing Pumpkins, baby. I like it because it melts so good with that Nirvana song. The whole score, you can trace it back to that Nirvana song. But anything with those notes in it, it's like they kind of like slip things in. I heard a couple of other people saying that they slipped other songs in there too.
Yeah. I really love the score.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, man. Right on target. Yeah. I really loved it. Did you hear about Rob Zombie's Monsters is going to be rated PG?
Oh, PG. Really? I heard Elvira is going to be the cousin, right? She's a little bit old to be the cousin, but you know what? I'm down. Because back in those days, like everybody was, they hired everybody older to look like the younger people. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was that they kept the movie PG-13.
Mm-hmm. My rabbit.
It felt like it could have been rated R.
I'm coming to get you, motherfuckers. Oh man.
Wabbit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I tell you, those things are smart. Smart. He can like do a whole bunch of things now I didn't know he could do. He could jump like as almost as high as the enclosure. He can like run up the side of the enclosure and try to get out. He's only a baby. He's only 2 months. In rabbit years, I think it's like he's 8.
8
in rabbit years. Yeah.
Oh wow.
But he's a fucking. The girls were here before,
Mhm.
and they fell in love. They were like, he gets all the love. He's a ladies' man.
Well, that's why his name's Lucky, right?
Woo! Damn.
You just watched Uncharted. I feel bad for you.
How was it? Did they chart something? Was it top of the pops?
What do you think would be the next PlayStation? Well, they're doing Twisted Metal.
Yeah, I heard that.
Anthony Mackie's in it.
It feels a little late, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree.
It should have came out when that Death, the Stallone remake, shit, the car one with David Carradine.
Yeah,
should have came out when that remake came out, and the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, that's what bothers me because I would like to see that happen, but I have a bad feeling they would mess it up. Like Death Race.
Yeah,
kind of
Death Race.
I just thought about that movie. That's kind of that's like the closest we're gonna get to a Twisted Metal movie.
Yeah.
The rat stuff was crazy. Yeah, the movie. Yeah, the Batman. Lucy's not in here.
Oh.
If she wasn't here, she would just, she would run around and cause a ruckus.
Oh yeah.
Junebug.
Yo, baby cakes.
Is this the real Junebug though? Because I don't know who. I've never seen that name before.
Yeah, Junebug Studios.
So
you think this is the real Junebug? It is.
Yeah. Pick 2 platformers you want to. Pick 2 platformers you want to see crossover in a game.
Mega Man, Mario.
Yeah.
Zelda, Mario, and Mega Man.
I can go for that. Yeah, Colin Farrell was great. I kind of wish that he was in the film more.
Yeah, me too. I finally got what you meant about the De Niro. The De Niro impression. When I was watching, I was like, yeah, that is De Niro.
Yeah, like the scene where they're interrogating the penguin. He kind of, a couple of lines that made me wonder, like, is he trying to channel De Niro here?
Yeah. El Brother sounds like a fucking bat.
Well, Seth Rogen just trolls me. Yeah, I have a feeling it will.
Smoking that green, that turtle weed.
Yeah, the turtle weed.
Damn.
I don't know, Junebug. I mean, nah. Let's face it, the only thing Nickelodeon cares about is SpongeBob. That's true. Imagine
Damn
Mario,
out.
Mega Man.
I look old.
Oh, you're fine, man.
Yeah, Mega Man on Mario stages.
That'd be cool.
Mario on Mega Man stages. Throw in some Ninja Gaiden, whatever it is.
But I'll go for a little bit tonight. I mean, we'll see who joins up here, but
Oh, you can chat on StreamYard as well.
What do you mean, Libby? You can post a comment.
Because it says, I put 2 comments in, but it says there's 35.
Yeah, we got 5 people watching right now.
Wow. Hello, 5 people.
Yeah. Yeah, I know this is a little bit out of the blue here, but so what do you think about this Quantum Leap reboot they're making?
I think it's a quantum mistake. Quantum error. Ziggy says we gotta forget about this whole fucking thing.
Yeah. Can Hollywood just take a leap out of here?
If you're not gonna bring back Scott Bakula and like do something to celebrate what the fuck was his name? The guy there. The guy who helmed Ziggy.
Yeah.
Wielded Ziggy. If you're not going to do that and maybe continue the story, because he never went home, you said, right?
Yeah, the finale. That's what I've heard about it. That's what I've heard about the show.
Send him home. It's been fucking 30 years. I'd be fucking fed up by now. Every day having to be a different person, I'd be like, get me the fuck.
For 4 seasons? Yeah, 5 seasons or however long.
Well, how many? It's been so long, right? Like
30 years.
Since the 90s. Wow. That's a fate worse than death.
But you want to have a new
30
character?
Years?
Yeah, Ernie Hudson's in it. The Blu-ray of Slither. That's a good movie.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. I think I've seen it on Blu-ray. I have the DVD somewhere behind me, but
I hope it has the music video. The music video is really good. UB40?
40?
Yeah, UB40.
Oh, UB40, okay.
Yeah.
I need to watch that again.
Those Baldwins get all the chicks.
That's a fun, dark movie.
Fucking Alec Baldwin's gonna get fucked. Damn. God damn.
If Seth Rogen's TMNT film.
He was a shadow, but he's gonna have to be looking to the shadow. He's gonna be like those skulls when they're looking at fucking Batman come out of the shadows.
Yeah.
Is it me or does like Robert Pattinson have like the penguin scene when the penguin's in the car and it's upside down?
Mm-hmm.
Is it me or does Batman have spurs on his boots like those old cowboys, like the when he's fucking walking up?
Maybe I didn't think about that.
I remember that movie, The Butcher, with Eric Roberts when he gets the 2 golden guns, and every time he cocks it, it makes that sound like the spurs on cowboy boots, like Sergio Leone, like Once Upon a Time in the West or whatever. That sound, that glass sound. Oh, I fucking love that.
Yeah. Yeah, I went back and listened to the score to the movie quite a bit.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
The Rush Hour franchise or Lethal Weapon. I gotta go with Lethal Weapon on that one.
Yeah, me too. It's already done. It's wrapped. It's coming out, but they lied to us. They lied. And because they lied, I don't know if I want to see this. Who am I kidding? I'm going to go see it. But they lied to us. They said it would be the Predator's first trip to the planet, but that was prehistoric, right? And this is the Inca?
Yeah, the 1700s. That's what they said.
Yeah. I don't know.
Who cares? Who cares about this new Predator movie?
Yeah. It's just weird that they wanted to do it like when they did the last one, but they took the last one instead of doing this one.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, definitely.
I love the music at the end where they're riding in the motorcycles.
Yes, that's my favorite scene. When he just cracks that smile, almost cracks that smile, like, and then cut to black, fade to black.
Mm-hmm.
Batman.
I want to go watch it again now that we're talking about it.
I would definitely watch it. If it comes on streaming soon, I'm going to watch it again.
Okay, if this is the real June bug, you can hit me up. You know my email, so you can let me know. You can write me if this is the real June bug. How about that? Because I don't know if it's really you, Ty, or not, but if it's the real you, then you have my email. But
Yeah.
that would be cool.
Well, wait a second. Which lady we're talking about? The Predator? Like
I
the
think it's
alien?
the Batman.
Oh, the Batman. Okay. They're gonna do a comic book. I heard today. They're gonna do Year One, a reimagining of Year One. I wonder if it's gonna have any Frank Miller in it.
Dang.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I think that the score to the movie, like
It feels
the
like
score to the
Easter
film.
eggs. Yeah, it feels like Easter eggs, like peppered with Easter eggs the whole way through. Because I listened to a lot of it and I was like, wow, there's some things in here that really move around.
Yeah, I need to watch it again before it leaves theaters. Yeah, Uncut Gems is really good.
Yeah.
I have the Blu-ray.
Oh yeah, the girl, yeah. The girl who tells him about the summers being very hot.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I did. I mean, I got plenty of sleep last night, but I did a little bit of jogging earlier. And I don't know if it's just kind of coming back here.
Are you liking your new workout routine?
Yeah, I jogged last night, and then I jogged earlier today around 3. Then I sat down for a little bit, and I got some dinner. Went to
Nice.
my folks' house, and then I just got back like 15 minutes ago.
Nice.
But I did watch Wanna Dead or Alive today.
Is it good?
Yeah, it was a good movie. Good. I'll be doing a review for that soon. Enter the Dragon, Attack Force with Steven Seagal. Yeah. The Crow's a classic.
Yeah. I love that. I love it. I love all things Crow, even the bad ones. I don't know. I have a soft spot for that. There's something so I don't want to say romantic, but there's something just so like tangible to that franchise.
Mhm.
I know a lot of people shit on that franchise, but the thing I never got is like they do like things like they keep the like with Edward Furlong, they keep the makeup and shit like that.
Mhm.
I always thought it should be like a different type of Crow.
Yeah.
I've
seen City of Angels, and I wasn't a fan of that one. So I'm kind of
That's
like,
weird, eh? Me either.
yeah.
Like at first, me either. I could watch it now, kind of like for the
Like a time waster.
yeah, like a time or not even, but like, but like for the mythology.
Yeah.
But I can't get into it. There was something about it, like it was almost there, but not.
Yeah, it's like how many times can you retell it? I mean, I know Brandon Lee apparently like he signed on to do a sequel to The Crow.
Imagine what that would have been. Wow.
Yeah, like I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I've heard.
I think the books at that time were what Dead Time. Mm-hmm. Imagine like a Old West Indian Crow going against like cowboys and stuff.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Well, I'll get Matt's opinion here.
Okay, yeah. Upgrade, baby. Be careful though.
Yeah.
Don't choose the wrong thing.
No, Wanted Dead or Alive, starring Rutger Hauer, as an '80s movie. It's a good
I never
little,
saw it.
yeah, it's a solid action movie. I've never seen Avenging Force.
Either. It's weird because if you read the book, it's weird, like it's not the same thing, but it's But I agree, like we should have had a Crow by now that was by the book, at least in some form or another.
Well, they're trying to
It's
reboot it
kind of weird.
again.
Do it properly. I'd say give it to Robert Rodriguez.
I would not
After
want to
Sin
see it.
City, like that Sin City kind of feel.
Mhm. I think I'll be good on it or any more Crow movies.
Yeah, I think the first one is like all we need, really.
And yeah, I still haven't seen that one with Edward Furlong. I've heard a lot of bad things about.
With Tara Reid, yeah, and the guy from Buffy.
Yeah, Dennis Hopper's in it too, apparently.
Eh.
And he follows up with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, Wanted Dead or Alive, yeah, it's a solid action movie.
Wings, get in here, baby.
Logan or Watchmen? I got to go with Logan. Okay, so 2 different answers. Wow.
That's great. I like Logan though. I went and saw it in the theater. It's the only time I saw it, and I actually liked it a lot.
I haven't seen Watchmen since it came out. So I need to refresh on that one.
Why can't Snyder do that again?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, I saw a picture of him with who was it? Steven Dorff from Blade.
Mhm.
Frost.
Yeah, Steven Dorff. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll be going to one in a couple of months here. So I have to see if they've added any more guests. But right now, like Daniel Harris is going to be there again.
Fabio, have a great time.
Oh yeah.
Fabio's gonna be leaving with Daniel Harris. I know it. I know it.
Will Daniel be there?
Let's hope for Fabio's sake.
That's my woman, Fabio. Watch out. Not playing.
Yeah, the book is very good. There was this guy, Howler Mouse, I think was his name, and he did this amazing pick apart of the Crow, which was you just wanted to cry through the whole thing. They're very good. Wings, man, check that out. I think his name is Howler Mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Blade 1 and Blade 2.
I was super excited for Blade 3 because it was filmed here where I live, and then it wasn't so good. Gucci Goo, I don't know.
With Nipple H in it.
With the Pomeranian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Wasn't he going to direct it at one point, though? Like a reboot? Like maybe his name was tossed around or something?
Possibly. I know he's going to do Rambo at some point. I think it's the Holy War script, which is online. You can actually get it. Yeah, tell me, baby. Which one?
I've never seen Dark City. I do have it, though.
I saw it once a long time in the 90s. Had to have been in the 90s. Is it that old? The 90s?
The same director of The Crow, yeah, Alex Proyas.
Proyas.
He also directed iRobot.
I gotta watch that again because everybody keeps telling me to watch it again. So,
okay, I'm sorry about that.
What if the Crow was played by Fred Astaire?
Yeah.
Come on, Junebug.
Yeah, I love Michael Wincott in the movie.
Yeah, he's great. Can't you see the resemblance? God, I'm fucking dead.
Yeah. Yeah, he was great in Blade.
Yeah, really amazing. It's cool because it's like one of those you would never pin Stephen Dorff against Wesley Snipes. Be too easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it fits there, you know.
Yeah,
La Magra.
he was good at the gate.
Yes.
I haven't seen that film in a while, but that's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Judgment Night. He's in that one too.
I didn't even know. That. Wow.
Yeah, Dana Harris is nice.
Yeah. Hi, Kamen Rider.
And she's a freak. In a good way.
Oh, yeah?
That's what I've heard.
I could dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely Junebug.
All right, Junebug.
Definitely him.
I'll work you in. Let me,
She was cool. Even in the Halloween remake, she was cool, no? I liked her in there. It was more believable than a lot of those other characters, which is kind of weird that she would have such a weird arc.
Yeah.
But like I believed her more than anyone else in that movie. Especially that fucking white horse. I don't know what that fucking came from.
Yeah, that
in part 2.
I still haven't seen part 2. But Junebug, if you're still in the chat, I sent you an invite. So let me see. I'm kind of catching up with the comments here. Let me see here. Interesting.
That's a good analogy. That's a good spot.
Hey, Bobby.
The old baby. I hope Bobby got those. I saw you got those pictures I sent you. The Godzilla, the Stan Winston Godzilla. Wow.
Rambo 3.
Yeah, they did later on. You know, I got one for Christmas actually, or my birthday, one of the two.
Yeah,
and I got one, but it was such cheap. I don't want to say that because it was a gift, but you know what I mean. It was like like when they reissued First Blood, they put his face from Rambo 3 on a First Blood body.
Yeah,
it was kind of like that, but it was like the close up of him with the machine gun out of the helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I got those. So now I got everything in like triples, but I'm only missing the box set, the new box set, but they don't sell it in Quebec. So
yeah, I got the Rambo Blu-ray set, but I had to move my page over so I can see who will, because the webcam will obstruct the view a little bit. So I have to move stuff around. That's what I was doing. But all right, Constantine or Point Break. I go with Constantine.
Oh yeah,
different ages again. Yeah.
Maybe because I haven't seen Constantine all the way through.
It's a good movie.
I saw the part with the cat.
Oh yeah.
And he goes into the other realm. I saw up to there.
Yeah, that's a good scene.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. I think we're caught up.
He owes me money. He legitimately owes me money.
What happened?
Oh, he was coming here. It was right before COVID. It was probably like one of the last shows I saw before COVID. I think I saw his. Well, did you hear the gunshot?
No, I didn't hear that.
It was his, and then it was Rambo 5.
Maybe that was
So
Rambo shooting off guns in the back.
probably they heard me talk about Kevin Smith. They were like, warning shot, too low. Yeah, so I paid for like going to see him at the Corona Theater, which is one of our it's like a theater that's not quite like outdated yet. It's like old. You know, it has like all the great crown moldings and everything. Go see him there for the Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I paid for that. The script, like a signed copy of the script, a photo op with him. I got the photo op. I got to talk to him for a couple of minutes, which is great because I've seen him a bunch of times, and I'm always like standing right beside him, but never get to talk to him. For like half an hour, right? Because he has to like take a half an hour to answer a question. So my camera actually ran out when I was standing beside him.
Oh wow!
Like nothing left, right? No battery, nothing. My wife's, my friends, everything. Anyway, so we got our photo done with him, and I talked to him a little bit, and they never sent us the photo. Not only to me, but I paid for my friend too. So that's like $300 a ticket, and they never
refunded you.
No, and they never gave us a picture. I looked everywhere. I tried to go on the website. I tried to contact them. I tried everything and nothing. Even my wife tried to contact them too, and nothing.
Wow.
So if I ever get talking to him, man, I'm gonna be like, you owe me. I'll be quick to dig out some scientific facts that he owes me, at least an interview. But he's really cool. I like he was really nice about a lot of stuff when I saw him, because I was crying. I had my little fanboy crying going on. I was like, oh my God, because of what you said, I've met so many friends.
And what was that, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
What's changed? I mean, is anything
right before COVID, and he was really cool. He was really, really cool. He was like the coolest ever. But he talked for so long that like when you go to like a peak screening when you're in the media section, how everybody's recording. He talked for so long that they ran out of digital footage.
Wow.
So if you don't check out my copy of it on archive.org, you won't hear the whole thing because the news station ran out of footage halfway through.
Wow.
Yeah. Like on the screen, it was like memory card empty, like replace memory card. And he was like, oh, and everybody was laughing at him.
Damn.
He's great. But like, yeah. He-Man dropped the ball. I would say just be honest.
Yeah, why can't he own up to the crappiness of it? I mean, this is coming from like I don't know nothing about He-Man. I didn't grow up with He-Man. So I'm kind of out of the loop on that one, which is why I don't really comment on it.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it was big business. I feel like it was like they give him that job. He'd been going to Netflix for so long to get something done. Like they say, okay, we're on board with you, but you gotta do the fanboy. You gotta do. That's what I get out of it, and I feel like he was kind of pressured. So I'm not really mad at him. He did do something different, but it's just one of those things. Like once it's out there, like, what are you gonna say, right? If you were caught in a lie, what are you gonna say? But I do feel like the industry forced him to say that in a lot of ways, because that's how it goes in Hollywood, right? You're on the boat or you're not, right? So
that's a good point. Let me see. And by the way, right on target. I don't know if you're still in here or not, but anybody's welcome to come in. I'll probably, like I said, I'm going for a little bit here, but
Yes.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yes.
I heard
The
about that.
Bounty Hunter. Yes. I have that one. That's a great one. A lot of people don't like it, but it's like one of those, like anything I can read that was what could have been, I think is great. So it doesn't mean it's a great script, but I remember that. I also have the one Jack sent me the Eminem DMX Eminem Crow.
Okay. I don't know much about that story.
It's like he was like a double team. He was like a he was like
What a segue.
a bounty hunter. Yeah.
Oh, let me see here. It's a different link, Quinn. Right on target. Let me see.
Can I come back in a minute? I just gotta go pee really quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right.
I've never seen Double Team. Oh, great. Run over the steamroller, throw clown shoes at, force feed rotten fish eggs. I'll throw a clown shoe at Franco, roll over Amber Heard with a steamroller, and force feed rotten fish eggs to Steven Seagal. It might be good for Seagal, but I'm trying to figure out what email did I use last time to send you a link, Quinn. If you can, Quinn, I would say drop your email in the private chat. So if you don't want to put it out in the live chat. Which is my favorite, The Fugitive or U.S. Marshals? I got to go with The Fugitive. Really good movie. Double Team is underrated. Yeah, I've never seen it, but I do have it. It's part of a Van Damme 4-pack that I have, but I've never seen the film. Now, what's your email, Quinn? Fire Down Below is a good Seagal movie. And probably one of his last, like, true good movies. I don't mind Exit Wounds, but Fire Down Below was a good one. My favorite Tom Cruise movie is probably Collateral.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Which is your favorite? The Fugitive, U.S. Marshals?
Saw a little bit of the future. U.S. Marshal, is that the one with Robert Downey?
Yeah, but Wesley Snipes is a sequel.
I like that one. I like that one. I haven't seen all of the other ones, so maybe I'll say that one for now.
All right. All right, Quinn, I got your work on getting Right to Target in. Trying to jot down. All right, there you go, Quinn. All right, let me see here. Favorite Tom Cruise movie?
The one with Cameron Diaz. Or Cocktail, maybe.
Yeah, that's a decent one. I say Collateral.
Yeah, it's good too.
Or A Few
Top
Good Men's
Gun.
really good. Yeah,
Top Gun's amazing.
can't go wrong with that. What are your thoughts on Fire Down Below?
Is that the one where Steven Seagal.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like on the Indian reservation.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Scotty. Scotty's in the house.
Yo.
Hey, let me know if you want to come in, Scotty. We've been going for 45 minutes here. Me and Matt. Oh, that's a good question.
Dread.
Yeah, I got to go with Dread on that one.
I knew you would say that.
I don't mind the first Deadpool, but if I had to pick, I go with Dread.
Yeah.
I actually like Deadpool 2 more than the first.
Me too.
Okay. Yes, he was.
God damn.
All right, Matt.
Yeah.
You heard it?
I saw him recently in a movie called Losing It with Freddy Krueger from the remake.
Which movie?
Losing It. That was pretty cool.
All right, Scotty. I'm going to get you in. Get Scotty in here. All right, there you are. Let me see here.
There you go.
Okay. I never heard of that one.
That's pretty good. I saw it on like YouTube or something a couple of months ago, and I was like, actually, probably more than probably like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But it was entertaining.
I got to go with the Punisher.
Yeah,
I love Darkman though.
Yeah,
Darkman's really good.
I love that Punisher. Like, why couldn't they give Thomas Jane another chance? You know, like work out your schedule. Like, even if you're gonna lose a couple of months, like, why bring Race Steve, whatever the fuck his name is?
Stevenson, yeah. By the way, Right on Target is about to join up here.
All right, but
hello. Oh damn!
Hey,
I forgot to.
Are you good, man?
One sec.
I like the backdrop.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's actually a photo I took. It's edited, but you know.
That's pretty cool.
What's his name? Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head did a great Punisher too. What could have been with Thomas Jane?
Pyramid Head.
Yeah.
Oh, Pyramid Head with a K.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pyramid
I
Head.
thought you said Pyramid Head, like
No.
the Silent Hill 2 boss. That'd be interesting.
That'd be awesome.
Sure.
Yeah.
I gotta unveil my statue. Actually, I have the gecko statuette of Pyramid Head.
Nice.
Yeah. $600. It's very nice.
Ooh.
The Deadpool movies are overrated. I mean, I like the second one more, but
Yeah,
they're overrated, but that doesn't mean they're bad.
yeah. But I do like them.
Yeah.
I do have them. Oh, wait a second, we got Scotty. Hey,
what's going on, guys?
how's it going, man?
There we go. Formatting finally works for me.
Yeah,
definitely a nice backdrop. It's like
I love it, man.
Yeah.
It's like your own Tonight Show.
Who's
Yeah,
supposed to be
it's
in
the
moon?
view of
I see
LA
it
from
supposed to be
Runyon
in the
Canyon.
moon. The moon. Who's in the moon?
Oh, that's Don Barris
Isaiah.
from Windy City Heat.
Okay.
I use it for my show. I do.
It's
I
pretty
got
sick.
actually a bunch of different little scenes in OBS. And this is one. This is one that has a lot of layers.
Definitely like the little
nice.
Blade Runner font that you used.
Oh yeah, it's legitimately the font from Blade Runner, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Speaking of which, that movie.
Hang on, I'm seeing Punisher Warzone slander on the TL, and I can't abide by that. It's one of the greatest films of all time. Holy shit!
Really?
That film raw. It slaps. It's so fun.
It's good. It's good now. But like, I saw it. I guess I was just like not getting the whole like transition phase.
What are we talking
But-
about?
Punisher Warzone.
I still haven't seen that movie.
It is
so
good.
fun. It's an adaptation of a specific run of the Punisher, which is my favorite run. the Max series, and Ray Stevenson looks like a Tim Bradstreet drawing.
Mm-hmm.
He's great.
What'd you think of his performance?
It was good.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
It's very fun.
I think I do have it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
for me, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm stocking up. I've been buying a lot of Arrow blues, like the RoboCop blue.
Mhm.
A lot of great special features on that.
I mean, what do I still collect? Look at all this. I mean,
Nice. That's a great collection. Damn.
that's just well, I got more over there. Blu-rays are in my room, so
Yeah, pretty good majority of my
guy.
movies are in storage right now.
Yeah. I just keep them out in the living room for the most part, or on my bed.
Okay. Over there, I have my 7.1 soundbar.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I want to get one of those sound bars.
Yeah,
Yeah, my buddy just got
good?
one.
it's a soundbar and just the subwoofer. It's pretty much wireless.
Yeah.
My wife was
Mecca
like,
got
get rid
one.
of all that stuff when like we moved in together. She was like, I don't like at my house. I had fucking surround sound everywhere, right? And she was like, no, it's too much stuff.
Y'all playing Elden Ring?
No, is it
It
good?
rocks. It's so good. Holy shit.
is this for VR?
No, it's for I have the PS4 version. But it's very good. Hang on. I didn't know that would be that loud.
Oh, you're fine, man.
Yeah. I was about to start playing it actually. It's so good.
Seth Rogen's gonna blame SpongeBob for Team not doing
What the
good.
fuck does SpongeBob have anything to do with that?
I have no idea.
I don't think that's what he I don't think he'd throw another property that holding company owns under the bus for his own sake. I don't think that'd be tactically a good move for him to do, and I don't think he'd do that. Maybe he'd feel that in his heart, but I don't think he'd say that.
That's a good question.
I
gotta
say
go with
they're
Jackie
both
Chan.
equally good in their own
It's like-
way.
I ain't
Jackie
getting it.
Chan,
Seaweed.
and I'll tell you why. No offense to Jet Li, but he does not have the tonal range that Jackie Chan has.
I can agree
Jackie
to that.
Chan can be charming and silly and goofy, and it still works.
Yeah,
Jet Li's
Yeah.
kind of just always badass, which is great.
Jet Li's more of the serious type, I would say, right?
Yeah, and Jackie
Yeah.
Chan can do serious. I've never seen Jet Li be fun and whimsical.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So, I've already talked about this, but what do you guys think about now? Rob Zombies and Monsters is going to be PG.
Rob Zombie's what?
Probably
The monsters.
makes sense. He'll push the edges of that, though.
So he's
Probably.
not going to push it to PG-13. Interesting.
It's because you can't have that franchise be PG-13.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe PG-13. You can't have it as R. Hang on, I'm getting a call. This
Not a
is one I
problem,
need to take. I'll talk to you.
Oh, go ahead.
I kind of like though that he'll
One sec.
do like PG in a way because like it's wholesome in a way. Yeah.
What happened, Matt?
I guess we'll wait till Quinn, but I guess you're still waiting for Wild Man Beyond because you were going
Yeah, Wild Man.
the Batman flick, which I finally saw this week.
Well, yeah. Well, what my brother and Matt did the other night, we pre-recorded that,
Mhm.
and I didn't want to go too long because I had to get up for work the next morning. But if Wild Man still wants to do that and do a pre-recorded discussion,
Did Wild
if you-
Man finally see it?
yeah, that's why he wanted to talk about it.
Oh my goodness, let's get him in here.
I don't know
Come
if he's
on.
working. Well, I told him, I was like, let me know what nights you're around so I can invite you in for a hangout or anything. And he hasn't told me yet.
Yeah, I think he's working.
So,
Are you saying he's working right now?
He might be because I sent him
He
a
might
message this morning and I still haven't heard back. So he's probably working or just got home and went to bed or something.
Yeah.
that'd be interesting, though. Well, he's going to play the villain in Demolition Man, right?
Rambo 4. Rambo 4.
Rambo 4?
That definitely could have been a big boost to his career right then, and it probably even would have done much better at the box office. Honestly.
Mhm.
But wasn't he considered for Demolition Man?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think so. He didn't want to play a bad guy for whatever reason. I think that's
He was in Trio. He was in Burn Hollywood Burn with Sly.
Oh yeah, the "Don't fuck with me" scene.
Yeah.
That was probably the highlight of the movie right there.
Jackie Chan does not die.
Don't fuck with us.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that, but I've heard about it.
Good movie.
I haven't seen Crime Story. I think I have it though.
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. Wasn't one of his crime stories like
Yeah,
like titled something different in the U.S. or something?
I don't know.
Or maybe it's some other franchise he was in. I don't know.
It's funny because I only have maybe a few Jackie Chan movies. I mean, and also too, I haven't really been out DVD hunting lately, so maybe I should look again. But
I'm just wondering if I should wait for like a special edition where they have like the U.S. cut, or maybe the version where it's more serious and there's a lot more story to it. Like I know that he was involved in what was it? What was it called? Police? No, was it Police Story or something? Or
Police Story?
Some film that James Gullikenhouse directed. I can't even remember the title now.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Wow.
I think he's going to play a villain.
I know that Donnie Yen was cast, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Donnie Yen's in it too.
Is he a villain too, or is it going to be? Or so are they both villains, or I guess his
I don't
role is
know.
unspecified.
And like Clancy Brown's in it too.
I like the poster, how it has like no finger here.
Yeah.
Oh, they released a poster. I didn't see it yet.
I saw a poster the other day. I don't know if it's real, but it has no finger in the. He's holding on to a gun handle. It has like no finger. How do you? He's wearing gloves. How do you do that in gloves? Do you like cut the glove, or do you stitch the glove up? What do you do?
Get a rubber band and just.
Who really knows?
Will Smith should start playing villains. That'd be different.
He's got I Am Legend 2. We gotta talk to Jack about that.
Yeah, what's like now? It's Michael B. Jordan's going to be in it.
Let's just do the Jack Craven ones. Those are the amazing ones. You know.
We got to hop back.
All right, hang on.
I got to go with Hellboy.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, Hellboy. Yeah.
There we go. I'm back.
Probably it's a tie between Hellboy and Blade 2, I'd say.
Yeah,
Blade 2 is great.
Blade 2 is phenomenal.
I've yet to see Pan's Labyrinth. I hear there's a lot of praise for that film right there.
El Laberinto del Fauno is an amazing film. It's one of
which one?
Pan's Labyrinth. I'm just using the Spanish title.
Have you seen Shape of Water?
I haven't actually. No, I think I have it.
I liked it.
It's a weird one. It's weird, but kind of a weird like.
I hear it's one of his weaker ones, despite getting the Oscar.
It's like Creature from the Black Lagoon, but he gets the girl.
Yeah,
you know.
I think that literally was the impetus for creating it. Actually, I think there's an interview where Guillermo does say, "Yeah, it's like that's literally how he pitched it."
Wow.
Let's not forget Mimic.
I agree.
Mimic, yeah.
I gotta disagree on that. Michael B. Jordan's phenomenal.
He's good in
maybe being a little too overplayed. I think not overrated though.
I could agree with that one.
Oversaturated is another great word for maybe. But his performance in the Tom Clancy adaptation is really good. He's a phenomenal action performer.
Yeah. So maybe
oversaturated. I'll agree with oversaturated. Yeah.
So maybe it's a matter of like choosing the right project.
Yeah. When he's
on,
he's
him.
Fucking on.
Like, yeah, fucking Creed 1. He was on. Like, there's certain like scenes in that where it's just when he's talking to Felicia Richard and she's like, you know, he couldn't even wipe his ass, and you see the seriousness in his face, like, I never knew that about my dad, kind of thing. Yeah.
It's like everyone. I think everyone with the proper direction can be great.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not a big fan of the Creed movies. But I would like Michael B. Jordan and other stuff. But I don't know about a sequel to I Am Legend, which apparently now it's happening.
Yeah, that's a weird one to make a franchise.
Yeah.
How do you think that's gonna roll out? Like, he's apparently started Creed 3. I haven't heard anything on it though. Like, how do you think it's gonna work without Sly? I think it could work, but it's not gonna have the same draw.
Yeah.
No. Sly will be in it. You know Sly's gonna come back.
Yeah.
Someone on a Facebook group I was part of for Resident Evil was like, man, Sylvester Stallone should play Chris. And it's like, the man's fucking 70. He's not playing Chris Redfield.
Jack said he was part of it, right?
What, Creed 3?
No, Resident Evil.
He might have been some design choices, but I don't think he had anything to do with any of the Resident Evil like franchise at all, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Like, other than specific, maybe like a vest he wore in a movie.
Mm-hmm. But I remember like he was a choice or something, but maybe I don't know.
I think he might have been being
so high up there.
I think what you might be thinking of is he might have been being considered for in the George Romero adaptation that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Stallone appearing in a Resident Evil film?
I don't think it would work, to be honest. He's not like, I don't know. I don't think he has the right vibe. Or back in the day, he might have actually been okay on that.
Yeah, he was going to do a film called Isobar or something like that. That would have been a horror film.
Like a creature feature.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would have been great in some creature features, though, to be honest.
Yeah, Pyramid Head did an amazing Isobar also.
Yeah.
Have
have you ever heard of Pyramid Head right on target?
No, because I keep thinking of Pyramid Head.
You gotta check out Pyramid Head. You gotta check out Super Void Cinema and Pyramid Head. Wow. I want to know who is Pyramid Head's guy. You know that guy who comes on with him?
Pyramid Head. I don't understand how I can search this man up.
There's this one guy who comes on with Pyramid Head. I can't remember his name. I think it's Script Shadow or something like that. He comes on. That guy is off
I'll
the
show you
fucking
what I
hook.
found.
Yeah, Pyramid Head does he covers a bunch of like unproduced movies and
Mhm.
like it discusses these projects that were lost over time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I enjoyed both Hellboy movies.
I haven't seen
I enjoyed them. I wish there could have been a third
I'm going to
one.
be honest. I thought the new one was also kind of fun.
I haven't seen it yet. Is it good?
I haven't seen either.
It's a little mid, but it's fun. Hang on. I'm looking at Pyramid Head, and this is all I see. Am I doing something wrong?
No, I will send you a thing through the chat.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'll come back.
All right.
Okay.
Don't see me, but
Stallone mentioned when he did the opening scene for Tango and Cash, when he shoots the truck while coming towards him, was an inspiration from police story movies.
Yeah, it's like how John Wick
Wow.
3 stole the bike chase from The Villainous. And they're open about it. It's like, yeah, we took this scene to see if we could do it.
I think I've heard that.
It's a great flick.
I need to watch that.
It's really good. The opening sequence in first person is amazing.
I'm gonna put it in the.
That's
Should I
a fun
put it
one.
in? I'm gonna put it in the private chat because that's the only option it gives me.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
What happened to Scotty? I mean, what happened to Matt?
Uh-huh.
Last I checked, I was still here. So far, my internet.
You sure about that? Are we ever really sure?
I think Matt disappeared. I think Matt may have hit the wrong button or something because.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh man, no! I am psyched as hell to see the Batman in theaters a second time. This time in IMAX.
Yeah, I really would like to see it again.
Yeah, it really hit every note, like every aesthetic, like thing I would want a Batman flick to have. I think the sequence where it's lit by gunfire, is so amazing.
It's a well shot movie. Cinematography is top notch.
It's amazing. The use of shots that are out of focus are also very neat to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how they actually showed how the Batman flew, and that was pretty interesting.
And then he ate shit. That rock.
Yeah.
And it never mentions it again. It's like, oh, that didn't happen. Oh no, I am a little worried that my roommate's gonna download his new personality from the film though. That's gonna suck.
Sorry, I got lost. Fuck, I don't know what happened.
Got you.
Too much weed.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The Batman got you.
Yeah.
The turtle weed got
Riddler
me.
is 500 and there's the Riddler and his 507 followers. That rock.
Did you see?
Like that's a lot.
Did you see that it was Jim Carrey's glasses?
I did see that today. That's an interesting little tidbit, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
The glasses the Riddler wears in the movie are the same model as Jim Carrey's version.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
I kind of wondered about that watching the movie. And I'm like, is this the same glasses? Were you supposed to?
Some of those scenes were great. That thumb drive.
That rocked.
That was amazing.
Did you see the movie, Scott?
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
So saw it around 6. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got good cinematography, and I didn't see what it was kind of unexpected how the Riddler was really revealing his plan and unraveling it, and the fact they were like, "Oh,
yeah."
I don't know if I want to spoil it in case people haven't seen it.
It's a weird, I don't want to give it away, but it's a weird third act in how it moves, but it works for some reason. Like
I still want to see that 4-hour cut that was leaking around test screenings.
There's a 4-hour cut, huh?
I've heard that
Apparently.
there's a 4-hour cut that was.
Does this mean that we'll get the rumored baning scene between Zoe and Robert?
Oh, I hope so. God damn. You see those pics of her drinking the milk? Damn, dude. Nice. Have you seen the video of Robert Pattinson explaining Final Fantasy VII?
Milk bone.
It's so funny to watch him annoy Zoe Kravitz by just talking about something he enjoys.
But I didn't see that.
It's so funny. He's just like, yeah, well, and he gets some things wrong technically. Like he's like, Aerith is the healer. It's like, yeah, technically people spec her out as a healer, but she can also use offensive materia. Her name can be a killing word, just if you give her the right materia. She just has a buff on magic.
Yeah.
But so Zoe's like, oh, women have to be the healers or the sex. It's like, shut up, Zoe, please. Can you let a king enjoy his thing? Let a king enjoy his art.
What you think of Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman?
I didn't think I was going to like it, but it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed her too.
Yeah, she was really
decent.
Mm-hmm.
It was very funny that she was
I
like,
love
my
that.
skin color kept me from the Nolan version. And it's like, you were like 20 at the most at that time, Zoe. You probably wouldn't have got the part regardless.
She was doing Mad Max, right? She was doing Mad Max.
That's where I first saw her, and she was great.
Yeah, me too. And I was like, holy mackerel.
She was born in 88, I believe.
Wow.
She and I actually share the same birthday, actually.
Wow. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, wow.
Well, hers is in December.
Yeah.
Same day.
I love that scene when she's walking into the club and you got that fucking percussion like that.
That sequence, the club shit was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was well shot.
It was weird hearing like industrial
one shot.
flick, but it worked so well. It's like, how did I not think this might have worked?
It's weird because it's from that era. It's from that. It's from like when alternative was going into
absolutely.
Like electronic.
This is a Batman in the era of industrial grunge and like emo shit, and it rocks. It's one of the highest praises I've seen of it is a guy saying it's like I was watching the animated series for the first time again.
That's what
exactly. It's the same years. It's the same years, like 93 to 98, right? Or 99.
I believe his parents died in 2001.
Wow.
Although they didn't show it, which was I thought a good move actually, not showing the death.
Like go right into the story.
Yeah.
Save it.
Even though it revolved around that, the presence was felt without it needing to be seen.
Mm-hmm. Because we all know, right?
I don't know. Actually, all the casting was amazing. I thought, like fucking Jeffrey Wright as Jim Gordon was phenomenally good.
I love that scene where he's like in the cell. He's in the the lockup with fucking Batman. He's like,
it's like
I love saying Batman because like Bruce Wayne's only 15% in the movie, so I love saying Batman for once.
Yeah, because
he
is much more the Batman in this than he is in any of the other movies.
Yeah,
it revolves around an examination of that psyche of him.
Yeah, and I have to give some praise to Colin Farrell. He did
amazing.
The makeup was even
heavily.
freaking good. It's hard. I couldn't recognize Pharaoh anywhere. They did. He was like under the makeup for like 4 hours, I think.
Yeah.
There were parts where it was Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder levels. So there's once I recognized, it was like, oh, hey, yeah, that is. But it was even harder to recognize him than Tom Cruise. Because Tom Cruise was pretty easy.
Do you feel like he was channeling De Niro a little bit?
A little bit. During the interrogation scene,
it was so funny how he's playing in this like Irish mobster stereotype or Italian mobster stereotype as an Irishman.
I definitely like how the cinematography caught whenever.
I loved how at the end he didn't give a fuck who was standing there.
Yeah, he's just like
he was like, "I'm gonna kill you, fucker."
I like how the Riddler has spoiler the rifle the Riddler has mounted in the place at the end is actually a really interesting choice because I believe it's an M1 Garand, which is available pretty easy under the CMMG program, the Civilian Marksman. I forget the exact acronym, but it's like back when the Army used to it's military surplus stuff. You can get apparently in this version of the timeline, you can get M1 Garand pretty easily, which is like, but I think it's also a D variant, which is the sniper variant we used in World War II. A little bit.
I liked how it was kind of like the same guy from the beginning, from the funeral scene. It's the same guy. I don't know if that's the guy you're referring to. The guy who shoots Batman at close range, right?
No, I'm talking about the mounted rifle he has in the apartment at the climax before he gets arrested.
Paul Dano's the Riddler. I liked him. I thought
really
it was
good. He was really he was like equal parts. There are a lot of little performance notes I loved about it, specifically because I have the context of living with a guy who thinks he is the Riddler. I'm not even kidding. I'm not joking.
Well, like Jim Carrey's Riddler or this Riddler?
He downloads a new personality every time there's a new version of him.
Okay, get out right now.
I like the Gotham one. I like the Gotham one. The Gotham one is pretty cool.
He even downloaded the Arthur Fleck laugh when Joker came out.
Oh my goodness!
Wow,
it's so annoying.
Jibug, I haven't seen it yet, but I have a hard time picturing some of the choices they fit to play the parts.
Yeah,
I'll be right back. I gotta go see my wife. Just got home. I gotta go see her. I'll be right back.
Okay. Don't watch out. Watch out for the Riddler.
Don't cancel me out. He's in there. He's in there. He's like, I'm gonna get your baby. I'll be right back.
All right, man.
Also, the kidding out of his dudes at that sequence was pretty dope too, because they had such a wide variety of available shit. They're not super tactical.
Mm-hmm.
They're just what's available to people. Like some of them had pretty shitty kits, which was good.
Yeah, definitely. I want to go back and watch it again.
Yeah, I've got to catch up with Reeves' stuff. I've got a bunch of his movies. I forgot he did Cloverfield.
Yep, I got that.
Which I love Cloverfield, actually.
Oh yeah, I got Cloverfield.
Yeah, but I have the Apes movie that he did. I have a couple other movies. It's I haven't watched them yet. I'm I got to check that out again.
Yeah,
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes I saw, but I don't remember anything about it. To be honest with you,
he's a great what's the word? A great conglomeration of both prestige stuff, quote unquote, prestige drama stuff, but also commercial blockbuster ability.
Yeah.
Wild. It's great how it was also very visceral and realistic in tone while still being super stylized for Gotham stuff.
Yeah.
Fraser was a genius on this one. I think I might have liked the cinematography in it even more than the work he did on Dune. And that's really saying something.
Yeah, but the same cinematographer? Okay.
Yeah, wow. Same guy. Because of the way he was able to utilize stuff out of focus.
Yeah.
And just being able to suggest things without actually even showing them. You can see it without it being seen.
Do you like the new Dune movie?
Yeah, phenomenal. I love the old one too, but I love the new one. I'm a big Villeneuve stan.
Oh wow, I haven't seen the new Dune or the old one.
It's really good. The old one is stupid, and I love it.
Yeah, I have it somewhere.
Yeah, he disavowed it, but I think he shouldn't. I think he should have stood by it.
Dark Fate.
I don't know. I can't imagine a Terminator movie worse than Genesis.
So I say Dark Fate, Genesis. What do you say, Scotty?
I didn't see Dark Fate, so I can't.
I'm gonna still say Genesis because
Genesis.
Genesis.
Yeah, Mainly because I don't buy Emilia Clarke as Sarah Connor or Jai Courtney.
I know. I didn't bother as much as just it was wildly just tonally odd.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like there's
Jai's
parts where
ready
it's
to
like
run to the
straight up
Olympics for crying out
cartoonish,
loud.
and the cartoonish shit in that movie doesn't work for me. And I'll watch Takashi Miike movies, which are like wild tonal shifts, and it's like, I don't know, didn't work for me. There are parts I liked, but most of it I didn't care for.
Yeah, I still say Dark Fate. I watched that again not too long ago, and I'm like,
Damn, I can't imagine how bad that must be if it's worse than Genesis.
they're both neck and neck. I mean, really.
Damn.
Should George Clooney come back as Batman? No.
It'd be funny. It'd be funny if he did, so he has to do it now.
Maybe he can make a cameo as himself.
He might actually make, at this point, a good, like, Batman Beyond Batman, although they're going with Keaton, which is the better choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe he could play some kind of villain or some kind. I don't know.
Oh, I heard someone suggest Oscar Isaac as Two-Face in the sequel to the Batman, which, yeah.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That'd rock.
Yeah, I'm sure he can pull it off.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Well, I'm just a big Oscar Isaac head at this point. Like, I forget, what was it?
Yeah.
There was some character who's like supposed to be 31, and it's like, oh fuck, I'm old. I'm fucking old.
Well, let me ask, like, what do you think the next direction is going to be for the next Batman movie? Like, what do you think they're going to go?
I think they're doing a sequel to this. As much as I could do with no sequel to this, with it as a standalone Batman flick, they'll probably do a sequel to this, which will be good.
I'll be right back.
Oh, by the way, Wild Man's in the chat.
Hey.
Let me know if you want to come in, Wild Man. Because, I mean, now the Gotham City, I don't know if I want to get too heavy into it because people out there may have stuff.
It's going to be wild to explore that world a little more, actually.
Why do you think they'll bring in Mr. Freeze at some point?
Maybe. He seems a little, maybe.
Do you really think it's necessary to have another Joker in a sequel? Unless they're.
I don't think he's going to. No. He's definitely going to be in it, but I don't think he'll have as heavy as a presence as we think he will.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like maybe a supporting villain of some sort.
Yeah, he's not going to take the center spot again for a while.
But he might be like the guy, the mastermind behind the scenes, probably.
Yeah, basically, like the Spectre in Bond kind of thing. I don't know. I don't actually know that much about Batman. I watched the animated series back when it aired, and don't really read the comics. And I watched the Nolan movies. That's kind of it, and the Keaton movies.
Yeah, my brother. Okay, Wild Man, I saw you. I'm getting ready to send you a link right now. My brother, we're gonna actually watch. Well, for him, the first time, the Batman. Well, Batman from '89.
Nice. It's a fun movie. Very fun.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to get his reaction to that.
That sequence where Nicholson had to have paint over his face and then paint over that, and he removes the flesh paint. That was an interesting shot or sequence. A neat little effect.
By the way, wait for Matt to get back. Yeah. Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, with this level of like realism versus stylized, I could see potentially a Mr. Freeze character. I'm trying to imagine how it would play out, but I could see it happening.
Maybe like the third film.
Like how would it work functionality wise? It can't be as cartoon silly as Arnold was. But they do have leeway in a certain amount of terms with the stylization. They do have a bit of leeway with what they can get away with in terms of realism.
Yeah.
Probably some kind of like, just how would they do the ice stuff?
Yeah, I'll be curious. Maybe by the third film. By the way, Matt, Wild Man's about to jump in.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Nice. Hey, I'm plugging you guys in.
Greetings and salutations. So what's new?
Not much, man.
I see you have a new friend, White on Target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Pleasure to meet you.
Quinn, this is Wild Man Beyond.
Yeah. Good to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure. Yeah, good to see you guys. I haven't been on lately. Yeah, but yeah. So I noticed you guys were talking about the Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah. You sound a little muffled, Wild Man. Yeah, we were talking about the Batman.
Yeah, I will say that I was very impressed. It was impressive to me. I thought they did. They really blew me away with this. I was very impressed, and what I liked about it didn't. It was kind of a balance because the '89 Batman was more fun, and the Nolan Batman, they're trying to take it seriously. Those films are going left and right, but this one was like in the middle. It's like Matt Reeves, he kind of listened to the fans because he's like a fan himself, and he kind of took both Burton and Nolan's vibes, and he kind of mixed it up, and he pulled it off very well. I was very impressed with what he did.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not a big acolyte of the Burton films. I don't think I've seen Returns fully. I got a lot of specifically the animated series vibes in terms of style, which I really enjoyed.
Here.
You know what I found interesting is every time they use like a black light or a flashlight, you kind of get like that Adam West focus on the mask.
Yeah.
Around
yeah,
around the
what?
eyes.
Even Matt Reeves said in an interview that there are some Easter eggs to because he started out with Batman in the '60s show, and the scene where Alfred picks up the phone. You remember what the phone looked like? You remember that it almost looked like the red phone from the series, and there is a cut in that same scene where there's like a statue, the same statue that. Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, when they push the button to the bat poles, that was
from
like
the '60s movie. Yeah, from the '60s show.
That rocks. Yeah, liquid nitrogen gun of some sort. I'm trying to see it visually in my head, and yeah. I don't think
it would help if it
I think
place.
some type of some kind of flamethrower type weapon, but filled with liquid nitrogen.
That'd be awesome.
I heard a rumor that they might use Mr. Freeze. That'll be interesting. I would love to see how they're going to put Mr. Freeze in there.
Yeah, that one's going to be a risk.
Yeah, I would say about the third movie, maybe that's where you can stretch it a little
bit.
Because
right.
Junebug is saying that Vin Diesel is Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, what?
I don't know. Maybe
family, Bat
family.
Maybe.
I don't.
You know what? I could say it.
The Freeze family.
I can fucking say it. Actually, that's not bad. Actually, I think you might have been doing that as a joke, but I can say it.
But if you played it serious,
yeah, with good direction, anyone can be great.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I know there were some people who thought maybe John Malkovich.
Yeah,
Mr. Freeze.
Maybe.
Well, back when they did Batman and Robin, they considered Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
I can see him. I can definitely see him pulling it off.
I don't know about now.
No, yeah, it's too late.
Make it so, Batman. Make it so.
Honestly, yeah.
You would do a good job, though, I think.
I'm actually I'm seeing the Vin Diesel thing Junebug suggested, and that's really actually. I can see it turning out real good.
You know who I want for Mr. Freeze?
He loves comic books.
I know you guys are going to say this is a bad choice, but you know who I'd really love to see as Mr. Freeze? Scott Glenn.
I can see that. I can see that too because he's a very good actor.
Not as Mr. Freeze.
Of course, he was involved in Marvel.
He's
going
to be too old for that.
Way too old. Could not pull off the physicality needed for Mr. Freeze. I love Scott Glenn. I could see him in any Batman film, but I don't see him as Mr. Freeze.
Well, like I said, he was involved with Marvel with the Defenders.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Defenders.
Who's Simon Rex?
No idea.
He acted a lot.
Not Rex Manning. Not on Rex Manning Day.
Wasn't he in two of the scary movies? I think he was, and then he was on some TV show. What About You with Amanda Bynes back when she was hot?
Was Mr. Freeze? Yeah. I'm looking him up. I don't see him as Mr. Freeze, but I could see him as.
I had a feeling they were going to put Joker in there. I actually thought that it was going to be in the same universe as Joaquin Phoenix, but when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I love how there had to be an article saying, "Yeah, that was Joker," as if anyone didn't understand that.
Funny. And another thing I liked about this that people don't mention, it felt like a straightforward cop action movie, like something out of Dirty Harry, because of the fact that him and Commissioner Gordon had like a buddy cop movie, with him and Commissioner Gordon, and it was, and the fact, of course, I know a lot in this movie they compare this Riddler to Zodiac. If you go back and watch the original Dirty Harry, the Scorpio killer is named after. It's based off the Zodiac killer.
Yeah.
Stylistically, it definitely took from the movie Zodiac too. Yes, I agree.
And Dirty Harry, because it felt, because this movie felt like I felt so much like it. I got a lot of straightforward cop action movies, like especially Cobra. That's why I felt this is like Matt.
That reminds me of something.
The way it was the cinematography was. It felt like a Cobra movie. I could see Matt Reeves directing Cobra. That's what it felt.
Absolutely,
it felt like, this is what the sequel for Cobra should be.
Also, Panos Cosmatos should do a Batman movie.
Yeah, that'd been awesome. Back in the day.
I just watched the trailer for Mandy the other day that I hadn't seen before. I love that movie, but I hadn't seen that trailer. Holy shit, what a good trailer.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I still haven't seen the movie, and I got it on Blu-ray.
It's
still in the back.
Fucking great.
Man,
it's so good.
Definitely a fun movie for sure. You definitely will be entertained.
Exactly. Well, like I said, I had some of those Cobra vibes, but especially with the Batmobile chase. It felt like the chase. It felt like an '80s action movie, especially from Cobra, because you remember the car.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of have you guys seen that Netflix show? Oh, sorry.
What about Michael Rooker as Mr. Freeze?
I could see it, but I'm kind of liking the idea of Vin Diesel.
Bruh. And you had the Riddler like in the skin of the Night Slasher.
Did you guys see that? Scott, you want to go first? Because I thought you had something there.
Oh, yeah, Scott, go ahead.
I was going to say, I also like the fact that they didn't typically show a flashback with his parents. I mean, they made references to it, but I'm kind of liking the fact that, it's been established that him and Batman and Gordon has had this relationship for some time, so it definitely felt, authentic. It felt real, grittier, and the detective aspect definitely worked. Where he's, doing his investigating.
Like I said, I'm glad they did. That's what gave me the vibe that it was like a straightforward cop action movie. But the way, especially the way how they didn't want him to be there. It's like, what is he doing here? He's a renegade. He's a vigilante, just like what you see in the Dirty Harry movie, or like in a Cobra sequel. Like I said, if I can see Matt Reeves directing a Cobra suit, because the way it was the cinematography, like all that bright light in the darkness, it reminded me of Cobra. Not just that, even Miami Vice, because all the colors, the different colors, orange and the red. It was like it felt like I'm not talking about the movie Miami Vice, the actual TV show. It felt like Miami Vice, like Gotham Vice or something.
I really liked.
I just looked up the cinematographer for Cobra, by the way. R.I.P. Rick Waite also did Red Dawn, 48 Hours, Adventures in Babysitting.
Interesting. I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Didn't know that either.
Arnold
Rambo 3.
I liked how like when you first say that officer, he puts his hand on Batman's chest, like, this freak, like, we can't have him here. But when he sees Bruce Wayne at the funeral, he's like, hey, it's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he's the one that solves the clue in a way. It's like,
that guy was good. I like that guy.
To show that we can work with different people. Like, we can work with people who are against us and who are for us, but we can work with. That's what makes Batman so great.
Yeah.
Should they bring back Arnold?
I love that.
Mr. Freeze.
No. I love Arnold, but his time has passed. Please, no Arnold.
No.
Arnold.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't do it.
Arnold doesn't suit that role very well. So,
what role does he suit, to be honest, other than Arnold?
Yeah,
I love Arnold. He's one of the funnest actors ever, but he's not a good actor.
Not for that, at least.
He's one of my favorites, but he's not good.
Yeah, he's my idol. So yeah.
Yeah,
I love people always talk about Terminator, but you know what, Commando, that was the movie that made him an action star.
Hell yeah, dude! I just got
Commando.
Got the director's cut on Blue the other day.
Oh wow,
nice.
Hell yeah.
I don't know about Viggo Mortensen. I don't know about him.
Ra's al Ghul.
He was great in The Road. The Road, holy fuck!
Oh, there you go. You got awesome.
You age up Rami Malek, he might be a good Roz.
Yeah,
I like Rami Malek.
Yeah,
he's different. I like him.
Yeah. You guys ever seen Legend?
Yes,
I haven't.
I need to watch that.
Tom Cruise one? The Tom Cruise one?
Yeah, I haven't, but I got this edition with the Tangerine Dream soundtrack.
Yes,
I've never seen it.
The director's cut.
Watching it with only the music and like no sound effects or dialogue high out of my mind on Blu-ray for the first time watching this.
All right.
Such a great experience.
I got the
I also
DVD.
like
I still haven't seen it.
It's
I need to see that. I really
had a
idea what the plot
DVD.
is.
I had a DVD that had like a bunch of different versions on it, and then on a double disc, and then I lost it. But like that Tangerine Dream score is
wild.
I love Tangerine Dreams. No,
They
Risky
rock.
Business is my. Speaking of Tom Cruise, Risky
Yeah,
Business. That's my favorite
Risky
movie
Business,
of all time. I love
Thief.
Risky Business.
Mm-hmm.
Thief is great.
Yeah.
my wife is saying I'm yelling too much out here.
Damn.
Ramen
Am I
Malik is
yelling too
Egghead.
much?
Rami Malek, I don't know who Egghead is, so
He was
Vincent
involved in
Price,
that.
Vincent
Vincent
Price.
Price played him on the show. He had
Okay.
a head of an egg, like a shape as an egg.
okay.
Eddie Murphy wanted to play Egghead, remember?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was brought up again recently. The Bill Murray rumor about him playing Batman and Tim Burton's Batman. Like,
Yeah.
I
it's gonna be Bill Murray.
remember that Tim Burton wanted Ray Liotta for Batman.
Wow.
Interesting.
Damn, that would be interesting, but I doubt that would have worked.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Because his first movie I ever saw him in, he saw him in Something Wild. He played a very scared. That was his movie debut. He saw that he was very scary in that, and because of his eyes, that's why he hired Michael Keaton, because he had those eyes, and Ray Liotta had those eyes. Yeah.
Did you guys see that Christopher Nolan documentary for Dark Knight Rises when they bring in Christian Bale in the Batman 3 getup? But he's got
is that in the
got a
collection,
beard.
Like a
I don't know. It's on YouTube. But like he has a beard and all that. He's like a bearded Batman.
Really?
Oh, I've seen that.
Pretty cool.
Sure. Yeah, that was interesting as hell.
And it has the girl from Lois Lane from Batman vs Superman, Amy Adams.
Are you kidding me?
As Lois Lane, yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
As someone else, Chase Meridian, maybe, or no, Katie Holmes.
Oh my
Katie
god!
Holmes. Yeah,
Oh, wow. I haven't seen that.
It's
Hey,
cool.
Bob.
It's cool because like they show a whole bunch of different things that could have been but never were. You know, I love that. Like John Schnapp's documentary on Superman. Like I fucking love that. I've watched that like a million times. I cry every fucking time I watch that fucking thing.
Did you see that documentary, "The Death of Superman Lives"? You remember that?
Yeah, that's a good documentary.
Yeah,
That was
that's
very
the one.
good.
That's the one I'm talking. Yeah.
Oh, that's the Nick Cage one, isn't it?
Yeah, the Nick Cage. Yep.
Oh, that would.
After seeing what they were going to do, I'm glad they didn't go that route.
Yeah, but I want.
Yeah.
Nick
No,
Cage
but
as
like
Superman.
that was so magical. It was so magical. Like it was so fucking magical. It's one
like
of those ones that
it's like how Jodorowsky's Dune would have been absolute dog shit, but I still want it to have been made.
It kind of
Yeah.
sounds like almost like what James Cameron wanted to do with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
it's kind of like they advertised one thing, but it was totally something different. Like when you get into it with like the mechanics of how Krypton would have worked, and like Superman had like a kind of like a live teddy bear that would accompany him to Earth and all that stuff. It's very
so
like it
dope.
tugs on
It's
the
wild.
heartstrings.
It's bonkers.
The biggest thing I liked about it was like the suit being a weapon, like the cape he could throw, kind of like Doctor Strange, how he could throw it.
I like that. I kind of
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, that would have been interesting, but what
a
they
lot
put in
of
there was kind of
scenes-
too much.
Like a lot of the scenes, like there's a scene where he like fights these people who are dumping toxic waste. It's the first time you see Superman. He's walking down the street and then he can sense this way off, and he does like a parkour and he fucking jumps, and his clothes burn off and he becomes Superman, and he lands in the truck and he's fighting these guys in the truck, and like the guy's in like the driver's seat and he turns around and it's just Nicolas Cage sitting there with this big smile on his face, like big crazy smile on his face.
Oh, man.
And the way they did like the Doomsday fight, you know, like it wasn't as good as the other. There's two other scripts. The two other scripts are really good, but like they reference like Rocky 2 into the fight, a whole bunch of shit. It's pretty cool. It's pretty
Wow.
cool. Like,
Man.
Nice.
but like it's one of those things where it costs so much money that even if they would have done it, it still would have been impossible.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, the amount of money they would have had to put into it, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, I recently got a copy of To Live and Die in L.A.
Oh my God, that is a good. Have you watched that yet? That is such a good movie.
The other day, I just watched it, and holy
that
shit!
That is such a very underrated movie.
I've never seen that. I've always wanted to see it.
Oh my God, you gotta check it out, man. You gotta check it out.
The Arrow, I got the Arrow version.
I was about to say you got some Blu-rays or something. I see there. What did you get?
I got a shit ton recently. These are just some of my collection lately. I got The Boy. I picked this up for it's got David Morse and hang on, who's in it that you might know?
There's Rainn Wilson in there.
Oh yeah, Rainn Wilson's
nice.
in it. I haven't seen it yet. I got Cross of Iron. That's a Peckinpah.
Oh, Peckinpah. I've heard of that.
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
He's one of the reasons for Rambo 4.
My mother is so obsessed with the Wild Bunch.
Yeah.
That movie I love the Wild Bunch. Yeah.
You seen the Wild Bunch before, John?
Yeah, I got the Blu-ray.
I got that Blu-ray too. It's great.
Never seen it yet.
If you want to see a good movie that it takes inspiration from it, Extreme Prejudice by Walter Hill.
Oh my God, I love that.
It is so hard to find.
Nick Nolte was a fucking badass in that movie. He didn't smile once. He was so badass.
He was focused, on point, all the whole thing. The handling of weaponry is so good in that.
Yeah,
Michael Ironside, Powers Booth,
Brown,
amazing.
Powers Booth.
I'm gonna watch that. We're getting excited.
It was a very good modern made Western. Maria Alonso was in it too.
A neo-Western. It's one of my favorite vibes. A neo-Western.
Oh,
so cool.
I like that. Yeah,
I gotta watch that one.
I love Westerns.
Extreme Prejudice, very underrated. Nick Nolte was badass in that movie. Man. He really was.
What did Nick Nolte do well, man?
He was just a bad. He didn't smile once. It was like he had this Western standoff in the bar with some guy, and it was badass.
There's techniques he uses too. They're really cool that he got from the guy it's actually based on, the Texas Ranger guy, where it's like he keeps it when he's shooting his pistol one-handed. Hang on, let me illustrate it. Nope, hang on.
Not to mention
he's doing this. He's kind of keeping his. He's kind of it's a replica.
Twin.
It's a replica.
But he doesn't have one of those orange things on.
It's a replica. Yeah.
I keep my fucking strapped. I keep that thing on me. But when he keeps his hand close to his body when he's using it one-handed, and that's actually a really kind of more advanced pistol shooting technique. It's so your hand is in no way getting in front of the barrel of the weapon. Granted, you probably at most points want to have a two-handed grip with as many points of contact on the weapon as possible. But if you're turning, you just keep your hand close to you so you don't get in front of the barrel and shoot yourself. Denzel in Man on Fire also demonstrates this technique to a much more extreme degree. But a lot of competitive shooter, a lot of tack shooter guys do that. And it's very intuitive, I think. At least now I've been training basically quote unquote training in VR with this game called Contractors. And
I gotta get that.
Incredibly important.
I saw that. I want that one.
Yeah, it's very good.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good. In fact,
it's worth the money.
Yeah, and you actually get the PC VR.
Oh, we're doing it tonight.
If you get the Quest 2 version, you get that and PC VR. But there's things I'd change about it. Like they don't have a modernized 1911. I'd choose a more modern 1911, more similar to this with Bomar type sights or Novaks. They use a bog standard, original model 1911, not A1, but an engraved, cartel looking one, and they don't have the hammer.
Oh, yeah.
The 1911 is a single action semi-auto. So that means when the hammer's cocked, that's when you can fire. But when you pull the trigger, the hammer drops. When the hammer's not cocked, the hammer doesn't reset. That's called single action semi-auto.
That almost looks like the pistol in Cobra. I know Cobra used a 1911.
You're on Cobra tonight.
It's not a replica of the one from 7. It's a replica of the one from 7.
I actually have a replica of a 911, and I actually bought the grip handles of the Cobra.
I remember that. Cobra,
it's made by the same people who do that. Actually, it's not Western Arms. It's WE pistols. Do this.
Interesting.
And they do a Cobra version.
But I have that.
Yeah, you can tell this from 7 because it's got the squared trigger guard, which is a feature so you can keep your index finger like that, more points of contact on the weapon. But it's also got this one actually doesn't have it. The original version I used to have did, but the version 7 has what's called magnaporting right here. The barrel has it. Hang on. The barrel has it.
There's your screenshot, John.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. What this functions as is a built-in compensator of the barrel. The slide's actually supposed to have similar cuts, but this version doesn't. My original one did.
I have mine has the same thing. It has the same thing.
Yeah. I don't know if Cobra had magnaporting on his pistol, but in 7 they did.
I gotta say,
it also has an ambi safety.
I gotta ask a while, man.
With the city in the backdrop there, you holding the pistol, it looks like you're in a cop movie, you know, like 80s cop movie.
Yeah.
They didn't know.
Yeah.
Right on target.
Yeah, unfortunately, the magazine is bad at regulating.
Man.
I also got I got a lot of replica weapons. I got a nice little USP, although the barrel's missing from this one.
Oh, wow.
That Netflix about the Night Stalker. Did you notice I had a lot of similarities and in the time frame that Cobra was written?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Quinn, he's asking,
I actually just got Equilibrium the other day. That movie is
that's
a
great movie.
A lot of people compare that to the Matrix, but now they kind of compare it to John Wick. It's like John Wick meets the Matrix because it had that gung fu stuff.
No, John Wick has what's more so closer to CQC, which is actually a blending of what would be actual gun fu. Gun kata is the term used in Equilibrium and Ultraviolet, and that's dumb as shit, that concept.
David Morrell took that for
so
for
stupid.
A book he wrote.
It's so stupid because the thought behind it is that mathematically you can calculate anything that happens in a gunfight, which is just simply not true.
No,
it's just
sporadic, right? It's like once it gets going, you don't know how it's going to go.
It relies
it's improv.
It relies on predicting. It relies on a lot of information you are never given until you're in the situation.
Yeah.
Like in terms of cover, what happens if your weapon jams? You can't mathematically predict that. You can't mathematically predict if other humans are going to make certain decisions, like take cover, like if their weapon jams. There's so many little variables that just cannot be in the data set you're given when you enter a gunfight. It's stupid, and I love that. Yeah, I also, though, I got Berserk.
Oh, Berserk?
Yes, okay. I do. Yes, I do.
Good.
Yes, I do.
It's Equilibrium. Or not Equilibrium. It's Elden Ring, the anime, basically, which is Elden Ring is basically this is a game. Hidetaka Miyazaki was heavily inspired by Berserk, and
I got the Shout Factory version of 3 O'Clock High.
I don't know.
I haven't seen that.
You never seen that? Oh my god, it's a classic, very underrated classic. Steven Spielberg was produced by he took his name off for some reason. Very underrated movie. Very underrated high school movie.
I feel like I know that. Let me see.
3 O'Clock High.
Should the Ghost Rider film be rated R? Do you think it would have been better?
Yeah, it should have been better.
They'd have been able to take more chances, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Much better R-rated.
Hang on.
Batman Mask of the Phantasm is one of the best Batman movies of all time.
Yeah, I got that. I haven't watched it yet.
I got it somewhere, but I haven't watched it.
It was a decent enough entry.
I didn't mind it. It was okay. It was cool to see the backstory of Batman's first love.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think his first love on that series was Zatanna, and then it was that Andrea. His first love on the anime series was Zatanna. Was another reason why I liked that episode she was on, because she was like his first love, and he kind of reunited with her to help her out.
Yeah,
interesting. Wait,
yeah, but 3 O'Clock High, very underrated high school movie. It's up there with those other movies like The Breakfast Club. A lot of people are calling it the best John Hughes movie that John Hughes never did, because it had kind of like that John Hughes vibe to it.
I did check it out. I've heard a lot about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say Equilibrium is The Matrix Light, but except it's also 1984. Yeah.
I don't think
It's dumb as hell.
I have it.
It's dumb as hell. I love it. And then I've also got Monsters Dark Continent. That's a fun little movie. For $4.99 at least. It's
what movie? What movie?
Monsters Dark Continent.
Oh, never heard of that one.
It's inserting like Cthulhu-esque eldritch beings into the Iraq War, basically, or the war in Afghanistan. I think it specifically is in Afghanistan, but it is a sequel to a movie called Monsters, starring what's his fucking name, Scoot McNairy.
Okay,
which is
I
really
remember
good.
there was a TV show called Monsters, but it was originally Tales from the Dark Side, but they changed it into Monsters. They changed the title.
Oh.
And I have one of my fucking, I think 3 or 4 copies of Hardboiled now. I have different
I love
versions.
Hardboiled.
It's so good.
My god! I have the video game sequel Stranglehold.
Yes, I got that on PC a while back.
And of course,
good.
you know
game
why
too.
that game was made, because John Woo was familiar with the Max Payne video game, and they mentioned that game was a tribute to his movies, and he was very flattered by that. He's like, I'm going to do my own thing. And he did Stranglehold.
They should have gotten Remedy to do it, honestly. That would have been great if Remedy got to do the Stranglehold game.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? I hope they greenlight that fucking Dirty Harry video game, because if you go back, there's a small documentary. It was 99% finished, and all of a sudden they just dropped it. I don't fucking get why.
There was going to be a Heat video game too.
What?
Yeah. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah. A Heat video? Oh,
there was a taxi driver video game, but they canceled it. This footage is online.
Yeah, actually, that reminds me. That's one thing the Batman reminded me of. Actually, is Taxi Driver.
You know what they also remind you that what they should do a game of Death Wish. I want to see a Death Wish game.
I can't believe there's not one.
There was a Death Wish game for the old systems, but it was based on Death Wish 3. But yeah, Death Wish. I mean, Charles Bronson.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Death Race for a second.
I was talking Death Wish with Charles Bronson.
That would have been
interesting. Do those movies have enough gameplay loops though?
What,
you mean like replayable factor?
Yeah, is there like what is the gameplay that it would be besides the action sequences? But like, there's a lot of talking in those movies too, ain't there?
No. There it may be in the first movie, but in the rest of the movies, it was action. But in the beginning, you can start off with him just if he sees someone getting mugged and you shoot them, or you can maybe just shoot them or let them go or wound them and wait for the police to come.
Basically, so. The Punisher on PS2 would be like the
black. Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
You know, if you look at it, Death Wish gave birth to characters like the Punisher.
Oh yeah, absolutely, definitely.
I love the Punisher PS2.
It was funny, not fun. It was fun.
And Death Wish 3 is a fan favorite for everybody. It's definitely my favorite. Death Wish 3 was all out.
Yeah, it's like the Dirty Harry game. I think that kind of probably tonally would be too similar to LA Noire, to be quite honest.
I heard a lot of people say that Rockstar should finish the Dirty Harry game, and I kind of agree.
I think it'd work great as like DLC specifically to like LA Noire.
What happened to the Dirty Harry game? Why did it fizzle out?
Things just get like, the next Mortal Kombat game, they need to have Van Damme skin, but it's him from the Street Fighter movie.
Yeah,
that movie rocks. By the way, that movie is wildly funny. Like, and mostly it seems to be intentional.
I haven't seen that film in a couple of years.
I just saw it recently because Mecca got a Blu-ray from the new Blu-ray release from Mill Creek, which has a Bison dollar, by the way.
What did you think of the new Mortal Kombat?
I liked it. I thought it was fun. I also like the Paul W.S. Anderson one, so I'm pretty easy to please, quite honestly.
The dude, Batman. How old is the Batman in this new one?
This is year 2, so he's about probably 22, 23.
Okay.
So here's a question for you, right on. Have you watched Cobra Kai?
No. I've heard good things, though, and I know a pair of guys who are comedians who, like, literally had the idea for it before it happened.
Really?
Yeah. They didn't get, like, it's like, it was parallel thinking, obviously, but it's like, they kind of predicted that was how it would happen. They wanted to do it themselves, though. But I also like, I follow. There's a lot of adjacent shit I watch that I probably should watch Cobra Kai, but I just haven't. I've never been I don't even know if I've seen the original Karate Kid. I probably have, but I don't know. Wasn't a thing I vibed with.
You gotta check. We go back and watch those movies. You gotta check out this series. It is very good. A lot of people are calling it the new Star Wars.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's weird. That's a weird thing to think. To be honest,
but if you look at it, there's stuff about balance and finding balance in the dark side. Of course, if you go back and look at Star Wars, the philosophy is basically based off of martial arts.
Okay, so philosophically, it's similar. Okay, yeah. I can see that. Absolutely, definitely.
Which is why Max
that martial arts. Yeah, that would have been good. I enjoy the Max Payne movie because it's stupid and awful, but there's fun action in it.
I have it as part of a 2-pack with Hitman.
Yeah, the Hitman movie is also fun and stupid.
Get the two worst movies of your life.
It's not as bad as Hitman Agent 47. It's not as bad as the second Hitman movie.
Marky Mark was a bad choice for Max Payne. They should have gotten Johnny Mesner, the guy from Anaconda. He had the voice.
I would have rather.
He was all right.
Yeah,
I'd have rather had. Thomas Jane probably was too old at the time,
but Johnny Mesner, man.
Mesner
when I first saw him in Anacondas, and I heard
he's great in Tears of the Sun. He's very fun as a little background character who rocks.
Yeah. Who would have been a good Max Payne, though?
Johnny Mesner. I agree. Well, maybe Leon's right here.
Okay, I have to look at his face to get a...
Yeah. Johnny Mesner should be... If they reboot Max Payne, they should get that guy, Johnny
Mesner.
Mesner.
Because for some reason, they hire Sam Lake.
I'm sorry?
They hire Sam Lake, the writer and original model for Max Payne, the game.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I heard about that.
It would be fun to get the guy who voice acted too, James McCaffrey. Now that Max Payne 3 is released.
Yeah, why not Van Damme from Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, that would be so funny if they took his Street Fighter look though as Guile.
Kick Bison's ass so hard.
They should have gotten Dolph Lundgren to play.
I'm going to get him on board.
No, it's much funnier that it's a fucking Belgian. It's much funnier this way. I get that
it's a Belgian that sounds like a Quebecois.
Technically, yes. Dolph Lundgren would have been the better choice, probably an actor. It's much funnier that it's fucking Jean-Claude.
A lot of people,
really?
Of course, I mentioned.
Actually, no. You know what? Junebug makes a point. At the time the Max Payne movie was being made, Thomas Jane probably would have been a good age to play him. I'm thinking of Thomas Jane now.
Yeah.
Thomas Jane would have been good, but I think Johnny Mesner would have been a very interesting choice to bring him as a lead character because I've never seen him as that. That would have been cool, yeah.
Why do you like?
Actually, that would have been great.
Are you a little surprised they haven't tried to bring back that Max Payne character or try to remake that or reboot that? Or
I'm a little surprised, yeah, but I really loved the closure of the third game, so I'm glad they haven't.
Aren't they doing a fourth one? They're doing a reboot game right now?
No.
I haven't played any of the games.
What year did the Mist come out?
That was 2006, I believe.
Okay,
I just got that. Yeah, I actually the casting director is my cinematography teacher's wife.
Did Max Payne even do that well at the box office?
No, the movie came out in 2007. It came out in 2007. I remember it didn't do because it didn't fit the magic of the game.
I'm trying to remember.
Years. And Mark Wahlberg was miscast.
I saw both of those in the theater.
Let's be fair. It could have been worse than Wahlberg. By far, it could have been worse.
Yeah.
Could have been Ted Sutton.
Oh my God.
I don't know him. Yeah, I saw Max Payne in theater. It was so.
Me too.
It was.
Did anyone remember The Spirit that came out in 2008?
Yeah,
it was okay.
That was really.
It had moments, but
very interesting.
Yeah, moments.
Frank Miller. Maybe he should have directed it.
This is a
director Max
question.
Payne.
What do you think about the Quantum Leap reboot, real quick?
I don't know. I mean, if they're gonna if they're gonna do a continuation of the story, that's cool. But don't do a reboot like do some stuff like with a female Sam or because you remember in the final episode they said he never returned home, but hopefully if they continue this, they'll make him find a way home, because I heard that Scott Bakula, I heard a rumor that he's involved, and yes, I know about Ernie Hudson's involvement because I love Ghostbusters. But yeah, it'll be interesting if it's a continuation.
Let's do that.
And rest in peace to Dean Stockwell.
Dean Stockwell, rest in peace.
I don't know. Mila Kunis kind of has a bit of a child's body in that movie, and
wait. They're thinking about getting Mila Kunis in Quantum Leap.
No,
not Quantum Leap.
They're talking about Max Payne.
That would ruin it.
Yeah,
Quantum 70s.
Mila Kunis kind of has a child's body in that movie because she's goblin mode in that, but you do get Olga Kurylenko, and That's also. Good.
I like the fact that Nelly Furtado was in that movie. I liked her. She was a good singer back in 2006, where she was trying to spread away from that "I'm like a bird" image. She had a more sexy image.
Wasn't that Sarah Jones? I don't know. I don't know a lot of things anymore.
Like Mila Kunis, I never liked her. Like okay. It was like one of those things where like you take it in. She
used to be with
like
Macaulay
her a bit
Culkin.
more, and then yeah.
I think she still is. Isn't she?
But like this week when I saw her involvement with the Ukraine thing, I just fell in love with her. Yeah. Like I was like, holy cow! Ashton Kutcher too. Like he should have been fucking He-Man.
I don't see it. I don't fucking.
Yeah,
I don't see it.
I actually did not.
I don't fucking see it.
Yeah, you know Dolph Lundgren wasn't perfect, but you know what? He did a good job modeling the character. He did a good job. Speaking of Dolph Lundgren,
of a specific run. They're all kind of like different runs of the Punisher because there's different runs and tones.
He did a good job as the Punisher. I was very impressed with what he did. He
was not bad.
Who, John Bernthal?
Oh, John Bernthal is one of my favorite Punishers, to be quite honest.
He does a good job. I just didn't like what they did with his character. I didn't like what they did. I didn't like what they did with him in the series, but he did a good job as in Daredevil. But yeah,
season 2, Daredevil and season 2 of the Punisher, he was amazing. Yeah. Especially that Daredevil. That Daredevil season is when he's in the graveyard with Daredevil.
Yeah,
that's first
one of
blood.
the few like non-max run Punishers I ever read was the version that they took from they put in the Daredevil show. Is that specific one?
By the way, speaking of Dolph Lundgren, of course, he was one of the original choices for maybe Jack Reacher. Did you see Reacher Right On? Have you seen Reacher?
I haven't. I've seen the Tom Cruise version, which is fun.
You gotta check out the series because they got
the girls who were over here before were talking about Jack Reacher.
Yeah, I've heard the series is great.
Really?
Have you read the books? Have you heard of the books?
I have not.
Check out the books because this character is so iconic. He's got a big fan base.
Yeah, I like how they had. Yeah, I like how they had Werner Herzog as a villain in the movie, though.
Yes.
You know what I got recently? I got Virtuosity.
The Zach. Which one?
Virtuosity.
I remember.
Yeah, a little bit of movie. Yeah. I gotta watch that again because
I need to watch that.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
Oh yeah, Russell Crowe and
it's on my.
So fun.
I have it on my Amazon Prime VR.
Yeah,
so I gotta watch it again
on Apple TV, whatever. I saw it on there.
Yeah,
I gotta have this on Blue, and I got it. It's like $6.
Do you think Dolph Lundgren used the iconic skull in the Punisher movie?
Yeah,
he did a good job without it, but it still would have been awesome.
It's a big part of the character, in my opinion, because of the tactical like purpose it serves is to both intimidate his foes and also draws fire to like a specifically armored part of his vest.
Yeah, I know a lot of military people in the military wear the skull ever since American Sniper.
Yeah. Well, it was before American Snipers because the SEALs back then did do that a lot. Specifically, Chris Kyle, he was the Punisher. Like, in his nickname was that. He did have all those. His like in the American Sniper, as much as that movie gets like weird shit, like with the fake baby, but that was to save on production time because they didn't want to like audition a real baby and have that. There's a lot of shit when you have babies on a set that sucks. But literally, one thing that gets right is to the decals. Chris Kyle's weapons in that movie are identical to the shit he really carried, down to like a weapon that never gets used on screen. He had a Sig Sauer P220 in real life, and they have that in the movie. They have him have a P220 in his holster at one point where he would have had it in his deployment, and I thought that was a nice little attention to detail because the P220 is not even the actual issued weapon that SEALs use. They use a 226, specifically the E2 SEAL variant, which I thought was also very funny in Lone Survivor, a movie also about SEALs, where they use
fucking movie. Did you ever did Joe Rogan with the original guy there? Oh man, I can't remember.
It was funny when Chris Kyle was lying about punching Jesse Ventura. That was very funny.
Yeah. Like, I was about to ask about the Yano stuff. Like, yeah,
he's such a weirdly like. I'm not a big fan of Chris Kyle as an actual person. Like, But it was very funny for him to have done that, to have just lied about punching Jesse Ventura. It's just like, why would you do that? And I think I was listening. I might have been listening to One live when he did that. Just wildly make up slander, and it's very funny.
I like both of those movies though. I loved Lone Survivor and I loved American Sniper.
In Lone Survivor, it also strikes me as very funny that Beretta paid the guys, the prop master, to put Beretta M9s in the movie because the SEALs tested out the Beretta M9 before its deployment as an infantry weapon. They fucking hated it.
Wow.
They do not use the Beretta M9. Like, out of principle, because their patches had like weak slides that cracked under heavy use. So they hate the Beretta M9 as like an organization. So it makes me laugh so hard that they use it in the Lone Survivor movie. Because like that didn't happen. They were not using those.
I did see both of those.
That's movies, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but it's very funny. Specifically, if it would have been any other thing, I could have given it more of a leeway about being a movie. But like specifically, Beretta paid to represent SEALs using a weapon they hate.
Yeah.
I think that's funny. That rocks.
Yeah, it's funny.
They're also, as from a prop master's perspective, they are also very easy to use with blanks. Like specifically, 9mm is a particularly desirable caliber to use for blank fire weapons because of the fact that it cycles more reliably. Like 45s, 1911s in old movies used to be almost always converted to 9mm or actually not a 1911, but what's called the Star Model B, which is like a Spanish produced 9mm variant of the 1911 that has certain features added or deleted. Yeah, it cycles more reliably in 9mm.
Oh, it's interesting.
Yeah,
John, were you about to say something about Reacher? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I didn't have anything to say.
Oh. I could say about Reacher right now. Reacher, fuck season 2. Go for season 3. Let's go, Hook Hobie. Let's do it, baby.
They're already thinking about doing season 3 already.
I know. Who's going to be Hook Hobie? That's what I want to know. That's the only question I want answered. With Jack Reacher, who's going to be a Hook Hobie?
Yeah. I also, by the way, I saw Last Action Hero recently for the first time.
That is a very good, very good underrated film.
How is it not like common like household name? How is that not?
Exactly.
It's wild.
It's amazing.
Incredible film. Like certain shots were like, how is this not how is this a shot from like, when was this made? Like the 90s, the late 90s?
1993.
How is certain shots of these like a 93 shot?
Exactly.
Like specifically certain shots, like driving off the bridge. I remember that sequence. It's like there's certain shots where it's like almost a macro like freeze frame kind of shit. That's like that's wildly ahead of its time. Amazing.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, definitely.
Where it's like
definitely
ahead
of its time.
Scene, yeah.
Like decades. Decades ahead of its time.
A lot of sequences, like the sequence where the bad guy, I can't remember, Charles Dance.
Benedict.
Where he shoots the guy, and it doesn't show the guy getting shot, and they just let Charles Dance act.
Yes,
it was because it was PG-13.
I've just shot someone, and I don't care.
That's such a wildly interesting.
And I'm ready to confess
because it doesn't show like the flop. It just has him shoot the camera and then monologue.
That's so badass.
I wouldn't have thought they would have done that, and it was so interesting, and I thought that was great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, it's a wildly good movie.
It's very underrated. It was because it's like it was like the Wizard of Oz for action movie fans. That's basically what it was.
Yeah.
Much.
I love that fucking movie. That's like
great.
definitely in my top 3. That one, Running Man, and T2. Definitely
Running Man.
Like T2, maybe I could change T2 with True Lies. Maybe.
I'm honestly
Predator.
Not a huge fan of True Lies. Not that it's bad. It's just I don't gel with True Lies that much.
You also got to see a little bit of a humorous side with Cameron and everything too.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's just I'd say it's one of Cameron's weaker films and one of Arnold's weaker films.
Of course, one of the best things about was Jamie Lee Curtis's dancing. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I don't remember that.
Turn around, do it.
Do you think they'll
do
give
it
this
very slowly?
Still
I mean,
deserves
he
to be canceled.
hasn't. Been, he's still in the double A action scene pretty extensively, as far as I know.
He's kind of laying it low after what happened to him.
Well, now he's making
Not really.
5.
Good,
main.
fine.
I hope
You know
he makes Richard Donner proud and doesn't fuck it up.
Yeah,
I think at some level he's better as a director.
You are a
I
prostitute
like him as an
in
actor.
yourself.
He's a great actor, but
You know,
I think he's a better
I could
director.
see him to maybe direct
Yeah.
a Mad Max movie if he wanted to.
Yeah,
yeah.
like how Stallone eventually directed a Rambo. That would be very cool.
Yeah,
What are your thoughts on the Rambo movies? What are your thoughts on those films?
Phenomenal. One of my favorite series, to be honest, in terms of
I agree.
like the tonal shifts between each movie are like the first movie is not an action movie at all. That's why it's great. It's a thriller dealing with really heavy shit about how veterans were treated, how like useless the Vietnam War was, and that's a theme throughout the entire movie, how useless war is as a concept, rather than but it's both anti-war while being respectful to the people that were legitimately fucking tricked into doing awful war crime shit.
Yeah.
So that's something that's really appreciated about that, is how it is still, while being very violent and like war adjacent, basically it's a war movie that is pretty obviously about showing how war destroys a man.
Yeah,
Especially that first one.
Sure.
It's a good perspective.
Sure.
Yeah, James. Yeah. I had a rip once of the second movie that I hated. I thought it was like, oh man, the production values on these are awful. On this one is awful, and then I got it on Blu-ray, and I'm like, oh, actually no, this movie fucking slaps.
Yeah,
it's weird how a bad rip or a bad bad visuals, like, or a overly compressed version of a movie, like if you download a cam rip, or not a cam rip, it was a Blu-ray rip or something. But if it's a compressed movie, you get such less detail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I've been ripping my Blu-rays that I have instead of like fucking finding the movies.
The first time I saw Rambo 2 on Blu-ray, I could have swore there was scenes in there I've never seen.
Yeah.
You know,
Rambo 3 is my favorite of the series.
It's infuriating to me how hard that is to find a copy that works.
I got one.
Yep.
Do you want me to send it to you? I got one.
I bought that movie 3 fucking times. Every edition. 3 times, legitimately. And it's like I have all the other versions.
That a boy, Junebug.
Yeah. I love the tribute to the Mujahideen and the original release of that's been changed since.
Yeah.
That's very funny because they thought that would age better.
I was thinking about it.
Like, oh shit. Damn. I wonder if they're gonna bring that back, by the way, now with the new Ukraine shit.
I haven't seen Out of the Way, Johnny.
Rambo's gotta go fight once again.
But like I said, I would love to see a crossover between Rambo and Jack Reacher for sure.
Rambo and Jack Reacher versus Russia.
I don't know much about Jack Reacher, so I can't comment much on that.
Is that even plausible?
I don't know.
Yeah, they can do it because if you look at it, while I was watching Reacher, there was so much stuff. I'm surprised you guys didn't mention this in your reviews, because if you look at the first book, Killing Floor, you could tell that Lee Child was a fan of these type of Rambo and stuff like that.
Matchup has all that. I just got to do Matchup. Rambo Returns, like 40 years later. David Morrell with Gail Lynn's spy drama, kidnap fucking film, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, I get you got a good point. There was because if you look at Reacher, it's like the director was a fan of. It's like the way it was because the Killing Floor has so much elements of First Blood in it. But instead of him running away from the police, he's helping the police, and he gets arrested in the beginning. He doesn't talk like Rambo does. And then later on, they kind of learn who he is, and when he helps them out, and the way it was shot, how it was all the orange cinematography, it was like something out of Rambo: Last Blood. It was like they were aware what kind of character this was, and so they I'm surprised you guys didn't realize this. You know who Reacher's father was in the series, right? You know who played his father, right?
No.
I
haven't gone that far yet.
It was Schoolboy.
Really?
It was Schoolboy.
I gotta go back and watch that shit again.
You didn't
Okay,
you
cool.
I
guys didn't
do.
realize that?
I didn't see
Mertson?
it.
Really? Matthew Mertson?
That was him. That
Oh, really? Okay.
No
Schoolboy
way.
was Reacher's father.
wow.
Cool.
I gotta go back again because I totally missed that. And
So
I
that
love
tells you,
Schoolboy.
and David Morrell and Lee Child know each other. So that gives you a clue.
Yeah, they
that,
do. They do.
Interesting.
I've seen many things. And Wild Man, I gotta say, better than one. Fuck the critics. Boy, that one. You know what I mean?
yeah, thank you very much. I would love to get that done for sure. Yeah, very cool. And but yeah, Schoolboy was Reacher's father.
Interesting.
So that tells you that they were trying to give homage to Rambo, or maybe they're
How
actually
did I
playing.
not see that? How did I not see
That was him.
Oh my
That was
God.
him. Schoolboy is Reacher's father, not the actual character, but the actor.
Like in the pilot or
Exactly.
one of the episodes. Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Mm.
Have I talked about the Keep on this in this show?
I've
Oh,
always
like
wanted to
one-
see that.
maybe like one
What is
time.
that?
It's a horror movie
Michael
directed
Mann.
by Michael Mann. It's
I haven't
fucking.
seen The Keep.
It's awesome.
Michael Mann. Sounds
Yeah.
hilarious.
I just
got
know that
Jurgen
I had
Prock
a bit of
now.
a rough post-production history in terms of editing.
There's actually some fucking wildly cool visuals in there, like in terms of effects stuff.
And
I
it
need to watch
has
it.
yet to even be released on Blu-ray, except for maybe on a bootleg version, I think.
Yeah, that's the one I've got as a scan from the 35mm print. I've also got the DVD release, but I'm watching the Grindhouse style print. Let me see if I got the link. I'll send it to you.
This is a random one. But
So, right on. Have you seen Ghostbusters Afterlife?
No.
Yeah.
I've not seen the 20. I've seen parts of the 2016 version for a review I was editing for a guy. Holy shit! I wanted to go into it with an open mind.
I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, I know it was.
Yeah.
A lot, as someone who's not even attached to the original Ghostbusters, like almost at all,
Really?
they're fine. They're good movies, but they're not like special to me. You know, they're good movies, but like that's it. That's all I connect with them as is decent enough movies. I thought there was a Red Letter Media review that brought up how there would be a great. There was a concept for Ghostbusters that was a rogue bunch of exorcists that I thought also would be a great movie. I think that was a concept pitched with Ghostbusters. And I thought that would be very interesting. But I just never connected to Ghostbusters that deeply. It's a decent series to me enough. But the 2016 version was so fucking terrible from what I've seen.
yeah.
And I know I've met Paul Feig, and has been personally very kind to me. Like I met him at a party at Joe Mantegna's house. And
Nice.
I met
Really?
him.
Joe Mantegna? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I'm friends with his daughter.
Believe it or not,
We went to a film store.
Wild Man, Quinn interviewed Joe Mantegna.
I
think
don't
it's-
know if I brought this up in the interview,
Nice.
but one of his daughters, Mia, had like this weird, not weird actually. I'm not gonna say it's weird, but she had this odd. I'll say odd, like obsession might be a strong word, but like I was constantly brought up as like. From what I heard from a mutual friend with Mia is that she frequently talked about me marrying her sister Gia, who I met like once or twice ever in my life.
Oh my God. That Gia was her
Very
sister?
kind.
The model?
Gia
Not the
Mantegna.
model.
Oh.
She's an actress. She's Joe's daughter. She's an actress now.
Yeah.
I mean, she's cute and kind. I've met her like a couple times, like twice maybe, but I thought that was very funny though. To be honest, I thought it was a very funny thing. It's like because at the time I maybe had met her once when I heard this stuff.
So
But yeah,
how did that interview turn out?
I mean, it's on my channel. It turned out
I'm
okay.
going- I'm
I
going to
might
watch
try
that
do another one.
tonight.
I'm about to
Because
watch that.
actually,
Nice.
Joe's in a series now
Really?
about people on the autism spectrum living in an apartment.
I remember him on Criminal Minds. I remember him, but the first movie I saw him in, I really enjoyed was House of Games.
Yeah, Criminal Minds is what I really know Joe from.
Baby's Day Out. Yeah.
That's
Baby's
not
Day Out.
actually though. My
I
stepmother
love
worked with him on Baby's Day Out. As a matter of fact.
That Home Alone with a Baby. I love that.
It's a
Yeah.
fun movie. It's one of his favorite movies that he's done, as far as I
Good. I'm glad he's not ashamed of it.
Yeah,
I'm glad
it's
he's
very
not
fun.
ashamed of it.
and also he had a nice little role in Thinner. So yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember
I
him?
don't
Do you remember
remember.
he was in that movie with Madonna, Body of Evidence? It was kind of like a Basic Instinct ripoff with
Don't know.
Willem Dafoe.
Was he in was he in the Dawn of Justice thing?
Superman versus Batman versus Superman? No.
Yeah.
No.
Thank God. All right.
I don't know, that might have been fun. He might have been a fun person.
He might have made it. Probably would have been a better movie. Yeah.
I like Batman versus Superman. Again, I'm pretty easily pleased.
Or Justice League. Yeah.
What was he in?
What was he in?
He was in. He had a bit part in Three Amigos. He had a bit part in The Money Pit.
Yeah.
I remember him in Three Amigos.
He had a great bit part career at the start. To be fair, he's Joe Mantegna.
Oh yeah. He
did a lot of great little bit parts.
He was in a movie. He was in a movie called Suspect with Cher and Dennis Quaid. It was a courtroom
Cher.
movie. He played a lawyer. Liam Neeson was in that. Liam Neeson was the suspect. He played a mute homeless man who was on trial for murder. Liam Neeson, he played a mute guy who couldn't speak.
All right, from that, he was in Godfather Part 3. He was in Baby Stay Out. As one of the crooks.
Yeah, I actually might want to do another interview with him because he's on this new show called it's based on an Israeli show called On the Spectrum. It's about a bunch of people who are on the autism spectrum living in an apartment complex together and their foibles. Cool. And I actually auditioned for the dub of that. And he's in now the American version of it. So I thought that would be an interesting thing.
Tell him I said hi, and I love House of Games. I love that movie.
I'll tell him what I see. I'll tell him. I'll say, this guy online, he really likes your stuff.
Yeah, Godfather 3.
His name, I don't know. Yeah, Fat Tony was his big role too.
Yeah, how can we forget that?
I can't easily.
Godfather 3 is kind of underrated, in my opinion.
Sure.
I've never seen it.
Nick Cage is somewhere in it, apparently.
Bridget Fonda was in it. Bridget Fonda was in it.
Yeah, he's a Coppola.
Oh yeah, have you seen the recent photos of her supposedly?
Of who?
Bridget Fonda.
No.
I thought she was dead.
She retired. I fucking miss her. I love her in Single White Female. She did that remake of La Femme Nikita. Point of No Return. She was okay. But Single White Female, man, her.
Is this real, Scotty?
What?
You mean Bridget Fonda? What she looks like?
Yeah.
That can't be. Yeah, she looks completely different. If that, some people think that's maybe not her.
Time comes for us all, unfortunately.
Yeah, I would say I miss Bridget Fonda. I mean, I remember her, of course, from Single White Female. She did that remake of with La Femme Nikita, A Point of No Return. But yeah, I loved her and Jennifer Jason Leigh in Single White Female. Oh, that's a very good thriller. I love that movie.
You know what's actually?
If you want to share it, John, feel free.
I don't want to.
Yeah. You know what's a funny thing? That reminded me of thinking Bridget Fonda was dead because I might have confused her with Faye Dunaway for some reason.
Oh, Faye Dunaway's not dead either. You know who Bridget Fonda is married to, right?
Danielle.
I don't recall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely underrated. Needs to be in more things.
Is Nicolas Cage a good or overrated actor?
One of the best ever.
Good actor.
There's not a better performer.
I miss Bridget Fonda. I hope she comes. You know, Nicolas Cage. He's doing a movie. That movie's coming out. He plays himself.
Yeah,
he's kind of making fun. He's kind of making fun of himself, just like Jean-Claude Van Damme with Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
Yeah, he fucking rocks.
I'm looking forward to that. I want to see that.
The best. But by the way, the thing I was talking about is Faye Dunaway was in this movie called The Gene Generation, which is wild to have Faye Dunaway in that movie.
Scotty, is that Bridget Fonda for real?
Scotty, you better not be lying to me. Is that Bridget? You son of a bitch! Is that Bridget Fonda?
Where you see this picture? Where you see the picture?
I'll send it to you on Facebook because I don't want to share it here or display it on the StreamYard.
How about you share it off stream? Maybe we can do that.
Well, you're gonna shoot the picture when you see it.
I'll let
shoot myself.
Yeah, I'll share it privately, but I don't want to
No, Bridget Fonda, my image is shattered.
I do know that somewhere around the early 2000s, she was in a bad car accident, but she still looked pretty decent after that. For whatever reason, I'll just say this: she let herself go.
Damn. All right.
Damn.
I fucking miss her. She was gorgeous. I fucking miss her.
And I don't want people to get the wrong impression. I mean, but you don't know what somebody's going through, or I hate that. I don't know what's going on there, but I hate that. I thought she was good in like Lake Placid and like some other movies.
I love Lake Placid. I loved her. Of course, she was in Jackie Brown with Pam Grier and Quentin Tarantino.
Mm-hmm.
I love that scene where Samuel L. Jackson owned Robert De Niro. He shot him.
Yeah,
that was a good fucking scene.
That movie rocks.
Your ass ain't worth a shit no more.
I need to watch Jackie Brown again.
Oh yeah, let's not forget. Bridget actually acted with a film with Jet Li called "Kiss of the."
I remember that.
2001.
It was okay. Directed by the guy who did The Professional. I think he produced it. It was
Luc Besson.
Luc Besson. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, I've heard
That's a name
stories.
that's been tarnished. That's a name that's been real tarnished. Damn.
What's the backstory on that? Because I've heard like snippets.
I mean, I don't want to misrepresent what I've heard because it's pretty.
What are we talking about now?
Luc Besson.
The things I've heard are pretty dark.
Diddler.
Yeah, I heard especially the shit that his original script for The Professional. I'll tell you that fucking much.
Yeah, if you want to see a good version of if you want to see a good kind of copy of The Professional that doesn't have that weird overtone, there's a Korean film called The Man from Nowhere, which is basically that, but without any like real indicatories, like vibes of pedophilia or hemophilia or whatever fucking. Although it is funny to me that, to be fair, he is playing a man with literal mental retardation in that movie.
I was watching The Fifth Element
he's
tonight.
being taken advantage of in that movie, to some degree, that character. But that also makes it a little sketchier with the. Hang on, I'm getting a call. Don't know who it is.
No problem, man.
All right, one sec.
It's funny we're talking about Luc Besson. I was watching The Fifth Element earlier.
Yeah, Mila Jovovich was married to him for a little bit, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's weird.
It didn't last for long. I think it lasted like a few years, and then they got divorced.
What? I'm sorry. Who got divorced?
I was talking about Luc Besson and Mila Jovovich. They were actually married for a few years.
Yeah. I love The Fifth Element. That's a good movie, though. I love The Fifth Element.
Yeah, really good movie. One of my favorite.
Yeah, definitely like the
Sci-fi.
soundtrack.
And that's what introduced me to Mila Jovovich. That movie introduced me to her. She was good in it too. I like Gary Oldman's Southern accent. Him, the villain, he was hilarious. Of course, Crick Rock. He cracked me up.
Well, man, I'm about to send you something here.
Yeah,
guys, right. I gotta go.
No problem, man. Yeah, I'm about to wrap up here in the next few minutes.
All right, I'll catch you guys later.
All right,
I love you guys.
All right, it's good to hang. It's good for you to drop in, man. Thank you for joining in.
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness!
Are you?
All right, I love you guys. Catch you later.
All right, man.
Oh my God!
Ciao.
Are we talking about Bridget Fonda, right?
Oh my God, Bridget! What did you do to yourself?
Like I
said, she let herself go. She must have ate a lot of Twinkies and drinking a lot of.
Jesus.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
This is worse than Kelly McGillis. No offense to her either. No offense to her weight. No offense, but geez.
Yes, unfortunately, Bridget Fonda became the Shamu.
Yeah, I don't want to call names or.
No, me neither. I'm just saying.
But still, I mean, I know she was in. Like I said, she was in a terrible accident. But you can still maintain your health, but just don't eat. The bad shit or eat it.
Yeah. But I'm no offense to her, but Jesus, Bridget, what happened to you? Yeah, it's the same thing with Kelly McGillis, and of course you remember Yasmin Bleeth from Baywatch. She went through the same shit. There's a photos of her too.
Whatever she's going through, I hope she gets through it.
Yeah. No offense to her, no offense to her weight, but Bridget, I love you. I hope you come back. Get well. I hope you be a good health. Good health to you.
Yeah. I was gonna say I was definitely right. The marriage between Luc Besson and Mila Jovovich was only for a few years. It was from 97 to 99. Wow,
she really is a set wife, ain't she? Although she seems to have found a great match in Paul.
Yep. Paul W.
Anderson. The Professional is still good, but Luc Besson.
Yeah.
Well, at least he's not Victor Salva, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well,
those are legitimately to some degree the allegations.
Especially Roman Polanski. Don't get me started with him.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about Sean Levy directing Deadpool 3?
I don't remember who that is.
Sean Levy, he did the
Night
Shield.
Museum.
Did he do the
Real
Shield?
Steel? Yeah, Real Steel.
Huh.
I didn't mind Real Steel. It was kind of like a rip off to Over the Top. I didn't mind it. I had fun with it. I had fun with Real Steel.
Neat little concept.
I didn't mind. I know they ripped off a lot. You could tell they ripped off a lot over the top. Over the Top's a better movie, but I didn't mind it. It was okay. It was fun.
Sure, but yeah, also the movie I was talking about, The Man from Nowhere. It's that Korean movie. It's very good. 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'll check that out. I'll check that out.
Very fun.
And you gotta check out Reacher. You're gonna love that show.
I'll check it out. I've been meaning to.
And Cobra Kai, especially Cobra Kai.
Yeah, there's a band I like that gets one of their songs in there. So the Proto Men, they do a version of "In the Air Tonight."
Oh, awesome!
Yeah, they're phenomenal. Holy shit!
Parents TV Council blasts Disney Plus for adding mature content like Daredevil and The Punisher.
Where else are we gonna get it if they can't fucking have it on Netflix anymore, though?
Yes,
that shit's Kino, dude. Shit's fucking Kino as all hell.
Oh, guess what? I saw that Pam and Tommy Hulu miniseries on Hulu.
That looks mid.
Did you like it?
It looks like it's trying to be.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. You could tell they were going for a Boogie Nights type of vibe, but but it was still some good performances. That the two, I gotta tell you, the actors who did Pam and Tommy, they should win a fucking Emmy. They get a. It was like they weren't actors. It was like the real, especially Pam Anderson. I'm like, it's like Pam Anderson was playing herself, but it was an actress. They put all the prosthetics on it. Oh my god, they did a good fucking job. I hope those two win a fucking Emmy, man. Yeah. They did a good job. And what's his name? Seth Rogen. He's okay. I know we give him shit with that shit he's doing with Ninja Turtles, but he was okay.
They wouldn't like Seth Rogen in the other Steve Jobs film.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. But yeah.
Is that Pirates of Silicon Valley? Was that Pirates of Silicon Valley, or am I conflating?
That was the TV movie with Anthony Michael Hall as Bill Gates.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, different movie.
But this was very interesting because it had a good message about the consequences that you make, how the consequences, your actions can lead to consequences, how it affects other people. That's basically what that miniseries was about. It was very well done. I thought the two who played Pam and Tommy, Sebastian Stain and Lily James, I hope those two win the fucking Emmy. They deserved it. They did a good fucking job. You forget that they're acting. It's like you're actually watching Pam and Tommy. They did a good job, especially Lily James. She did a good fucking job. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll probably go on for like a few more minutes here.
Yeah.
All right.
Lily James.
I usually don't stay up this late, but now it's starting to hit me a little bit.
Hell yeah. My Amazon package has arrived.
What'd you get?
Versus, filmed by Ryuhei Kitamura, which is very fun.
I actually work at Amazon.
Oh, cool.
Versus, that sounds interesting.
Very fun. Apparently, Hideo Kojima is like a background guy in it because he's friends with the director.
Man,
that's very fun. I also got JSA, Joint Security Area, which is a Park Chan-wook film that's very fun. Not fun. I guess prestige would be the better term. It's like a drama about the DMZ. The Dead or Alive trilogy by Takashi Miike.
Oh,
hell yeah, dude! I've only seen the first one on DVD. This is all the Blu-rays. It starts beginning with an explosive 6-minute montage of sex, drugs, and violence, and ending with a phallus-headed battle robot taking flight. Takashi Miike's unforgivable Dead or Alive trilogy features just wild shit, apparently. Hell yeah.
I need to check those out.
And then I got Slither.
Oh yeah, Slither. I love Slither.
The good edition.
I love Slither. That was a very good homage to Night of the Creeps. They did a good job with that movie.
I love a good Night of the Comet. That's a fun movie.
Yes. Yeah.
I got that a while back. That's a very good movie.
Isn't that Catherine Mary Stewart? I think the Comet.
I don't recall.
She was in Weekend at Bernie's and The Last Starfighter. I remember.
And Night Flyers. If anyone remembers that movie.
No.
I think I have it somewhere.
Night Flyers?
Yeah, 1987, I believe.
Right.
Do prank calls with, have a beer with, and be in a food fight with. Oh my gosh.
Sonic's going to probably be either Sonic or Crash are going to be the best prank caller guy.
Yeah.
Have a beer with, be in a food fight with, not Sonic. Definitely not Sonic. have a beer with probably Mario and probably be in a food fight with Crash.
Yeah, food fight Crash sounds good. Prank call with
not with Sonic though, because
Mario.
goddamn, that'll be messy.
Yeah.
Chili dogs, dude. No, I'm not fighting with that.
I would prank call Mario because I would go like, "It's me, a Mario."
Right, but in the scenario, you're doing it with them.
And have a beer with Crash, and of course have a food fight with Sonic because it will be crazy.
Yeah, but that's messy as shit, dog. If I'm not cleaning up, maybe with Sonic. But also, can you throw shit at supersonic speeds?
I'm looking forward to this.
Wouldn't physically his arm be supremely able to throw? Wouldn't that be a fucking cannon?
Yeah, I mean, really, you get the. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A drop of liquid becomes a fucking bullet in his arms.
Looks okay.
Yeah, Sonic 2 could be.
I need to see the first one.
I'm looking forward to that.
Looks
fun.
The
first really one? Oh,
I've heard it looks fun. I'm actually
enjoyed it.
Vaguely not a Sonic, like vaguely dislike Sonic as a concept of like I used to like Sonic, and then the fan base is kind of incredibly degenerate and makes me turn away, and it's cringe as hell.
I remember the two cartoons where Jaleel White, who the voice of Steve Urkel, the guy who played Steve Urkel, he voiced Sonic.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just I kind of left the Sonic fan base a little bit when I discovered certain fans of the Sonic property. You know,
basically they were toxic in a way.
Well, no, I'm not just talking like Christian Weston Chandler, but that's one of them. Also, there's this YouTube. I back in the day, I loved the fucking YouTube commentary community, just fucking busting their balls. Like there was this one called Sonic 93, who was just this dumb bitch, who was like, "Oh, I love Silver," and it's like, just all her videos are gone now, but they were so bafflingly weird. Like she had the character of Silver as basically a husbando, which is the male oriented term of waifu, which is just like this weird semi-sexual obsession with Silver the Hedgehog, which was bizarre. There's probably more bizarre fucking people in the Sonic fan base than any other fan base, I think.
I never got really have any Sonic, but
yeah. Goddamn.
I remember Sonic Spinball. That was like a pinball version of Sonic.
Yeah, the games are fun. They're dumb as shit, but also very fun and stupid and good. They're cheese as hell. Like Shadow the Hedgehog. I saw a fucking amazing, I think it was fake, but it was an amazing interview of GQ to Robert Pattinson talking about how he patterned his version of Batman after Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, really?
He fucking rocks, dude. He's so fucking funny. He's one of my favorite actors just as a person. He's like, yeah, I lie to reporters all the time. It's fun.
I see that. I because he wasn't like that all that fun when he did Twilight, but now he's doing Batman.
I think
he seems more laid back.
I think he was still actually like that during the Twilight years. When I go back and look at the press releases from that, and I also know like the casting director for Twilight was also she's the person who I know her husband. And I think I've asked her about it. It's like, yeah, Twilight was kind of made as a fucking troll job. Yeah. Everyone involved in Twilight at very high levels despised the source material. But they knew it was popular. They knew it would make money. And it was also very funny to make it shit.
You could tell
Robert Pattinson hates Edward Cullen. And he's always been open about that, which I respect.
I mean, I've always remembered the Twilight movies have had like low ratings on IMDb.
The first one is the only one I think I've seen.
And the girls go fucking crazy for that shit. And they eat it.
I mean,
a 5.3.
You know.
The target demo, of course.
You know what? You know they ripped that off. You know what's better? They stole that from the fucking Lost Boys, which is 10 times better. Lost Boys.
I just watched that actually for the first time.
Really?
Totally fucking wild. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's the best thing I can say to compare it to something is it's like if the Goonies featured gratuitous amounts of gore and violence.
That was the original idea. Yeah. They're trying to do a vampire version of the Goonies, but
that's what it feels like, and that's great.
You can tell Twilight stole from that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've heard that story before.
Yeah.
Really?
What did you think? Have you seen the sequel, the Lost Boys sequels? They're terrible.
I want to hear the Corey Feldman commentary on the Lost Boys. I can't wait to watch that because apparently he goes wild on that one.
Oh my god! Why do I gotta pick one, Stranger Boy?
Probably Zombieland Double Tap.
I'll pick
Just
that
because
one.
there's
The ones that
action
are
in
actually good, like
I haven't seen any of those.
Not a single one have I seen.
I know this. From what I saw, some of the Mask 2 looks fucking horrible.
What if there was a gay version of the Mask and his catchphrase was now? What if the catchphrase is now "Somebody top me"?
Okay. I think I'll take a hard pass on that.
And then it's
Yeah,
just gonna
definitely
get fucked
hard
in the
pass
ass.
on that too.
Don't
give hey Quinn, do not give him any ideas.
I know,
I would love that.
Three
Please don't
ago,
give
and
ideas.
I keep sometimes going into that voice. Just somebody top me.
You just gave him an idea for a porno.
I'm surprised it doesn't. It probably does exist. Honestly, probably does. But it's just it's such a fun thing to say.
It'd be like a BDSM.
Well, I don't think that's specific. I don't know. Maybe. But it would be very... Yeah, the mask is now a gimp mask. It's a leather black gimp mask. Somebody top me.
The gimp suit, yeah.
I can't stop saying it.
Maybe that could be in the line of unofficial... what was it? What are those?
The Axel Braun parody?
50 Shades sequels. Maybe
my God.
Yeah.
That was a wild degeneration of like prestige in terms of an intellectual property.
50 Shades of Grey. You know they stole that shit from 9.5 Weeks. That's a better movie than that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a crazy movie.
Kim Basinger is fucking gorgeous in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the remake to Lost Boys. Do a fucking sequel. Fuck that movie. Everybody knows it's not going to work.
I think we should go even further. Just new IPs. I think we have a real dearth of movies that are clearly just ripping shit off. And we're just folding it into the actual intellectual property itself, and I think that's a mistake. Like I will say this about the Welcome to Raccoon City movie. It would have been a lot more enjoyable for me if it had not called itself Resident Evil. If it had just same plot, even with the names changed to not be the names from the game, but same plot. It would have been fucking awesome if it hadn't called itself Resident Evil and it had just been something fucking obviously, blatantly ripping off the series itself. If it hadn't been an official release of Resident Evil as a product, I would have enjoyed it a lot more. It's also
but I still think it wouldn't have worked anyway.
Probably not. But some of the special features have some baffling things in them. Like, so in the game, Leon his signature weapon is a VP-70. It's a pretty exotic weapon. The props for that are harder and harder to find. Specifically, he has the M variant, which has the capability of attaching a stock that enables 3-round bursts. They didn't use that in the movie. They gave him a bog standard 1911A1 that he doesn't really use much at all. But you watch the special features, they do a cute little character intro thing that mimics the original game's intro. And in that intro, he has a VP-70. So they had it for the special feature, this prop. But not for the movie.
That's weird.
Yeah, and then there's a weird quote from the director that, like, there's a lot of weird things that he says that implies he doesn't actually know anything about the game. It's like, it's either he thinks this or the editor, like, cut around to imply this, that he thinks the original game was released in 1998, which it wasn't. It was released in 1996. It simply takes place in 98. And then he also says, like, something about the liquor, how they don't have flesh, which is not true because flesh is a combination of skin and meats.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not fleshless beings. That would be a skeleton. There's just a lot of dumb shit that guy says, apparently.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's ever actually played the original versions of the games. I think he's only done the remakes, which stylistically are the most influential things on the game or in the movie.
Well, do you think the film could have been better if they just stuck with the mansion throughout the first movie? Because it seems like they just it starts off in the mansion, then it jumps right into Raccoon City.
Well, no, it doesn't start off in the mansion. It starts off in Raccoon City. It starts off in time Resident Evil 2. The mansion should have happened 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And if they had played it that way, that would have been a preferable thing. If they just done what the Batman did and they didn't they only referred to the mansion incident and didn't show it, that would have been probably preferable. But yeah, they should have chosen either a single game to adapt, or they should have done a mini series where they adapt the first potentially 3 games, maybe little hints at the 4th, I
wish I had played more of the games.
They're great. Phenomenal.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, they're definitely great, John. I own them. So,
but the weird thing is that they compress that time and they don't like account for that. There's weird like little details like how is Leon not capable of racking a pump action shotgun as a police officer? How does he not have that arm strength or something? The gag deconstructs and undermines the character's like status as what he is, and so that hurts the believability. It's like, so Claire, granted, I get that she's a cop's sister. Yeah, it makes sense that she'd have some weapons training from Chris that's canonical to her portrayal in the games. So why can't Leon rack a shotgun? I get that he's a rookie, but like, there's not like a lock that he would have had to disengage on an 870s pump. He just can't rack the pump, and it's like, why? Because also it states earlier in the film that he accidentally clipped a guy with the shotgun blast. So clearly he's capable of racking a pump and loading a pump action shotgun. Why do they have that gag when that destroys the logic they've always portrayed that character as having?
And competent writing.
Yeah, it's just it's using a joke where a joke destroys your already established stuff, and that's not a the joke isn't clearly a joke. The joke is a character moment that's funny, and that it's not funny because it's just so bog standard of it's such a subversion. It's the subversion. Oh, the police officer can't pump a weapon. Why though? Why can't he?
Yeah, because you think he already had a great deal of training.
I heard he should have been hit by the shrapnel of the truck explosion.
I heard another reason why people didn't like that show because I heard they had some wokeness in it. That
didn't bother me so much, the recasting of Jill, because it doesn't fucking matter at all to me with the Jill casting. I think she did well, other than the fact that the character writing was the worst part of the.
Was the character of Alice in the original games, or was
no?
She...
She was created by Paul W. Anderson to serve as a conglomeration of certain characters, but also an original character. Because Resident Evil, the 2002
they should have focused on Jill, and they should have gotten Mila Jovovich to play Jill Valentine.
The reason behind that was actually really sound. That Paul W. Anderson didn't want to use established characters because you, as a fan of the game, he knows that they don't die. There's no stakes attached anymore. It's no longer suspenseful. But if you're going to if you're going to use adapted characters, it's like. It's tough for a horror movie to adapt a horror game because, like, if you've played the game, you know what happens. So you can't be faithful and scary. You can't have suspense and be faithful.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah. So his shit was actually really good in specifically the first one. As a prequel, it served as an okay thing to go into the first game in a world where Zero doesn't exist. Also, I love that his movies have actually had effect on the game's visuals and stuff itself. Like the laser hallway in Resident Evil 4 was absolutely based on the one in Resident Evil 2002. The design of the T-virus capsules in Resident Evil 4 also taken from the 2002 movie. Fucking Capcom loves Paul W.S. Anderson. He produced this new one. He keeps winning. The ultimate wife guy, by the way.
Yeah.
Just clearly loves working with his wife, loves putting her in stuff, and has fun every time. I gotta see Monster Hunter.
No doubt.
I would say Independence Day.
Hang on. I gotta see what movies he's done again. I sometimes conflate him with Michael Bay.
Universal Soldier.
Yeah.
Stargate.
Yes, Stargate's the best one.
And he did the 98 Godzilla, which I think is still a fun film.
So. I have fun with Godzilla. I don't care.
It's a good Jurassic Park movie, that Godzilla.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I love Independence Day and Universal Soldier. I love those two.
Fun movies. Yeah.
I haven't seen Moon. What's it called?
Moonfall.
I saw it.
I thought you were talking about Moon with Sam Rockwell, which is a phenomenal flick.
It is a good
Moonfall
flick.
looks dumb as hell, and
I need to watch that.
Yeah, it is.
That's what I expect from Roland Emmerich at this point.
Yeah.
Stupid, dumb bullshit that I enjoy immensely.
He also did The Patriot, if I'm not mistaken.
He's the Michael Bay variant of Kurt Wimmer.
Michael Bay variant, yeah.
Of Kurt Wimmer.
He's the early days of Michael Bay, except he did more disaster flicks.
He's the prototype Michael Bay, specifically the disaster flick variant. Kurt Wimmer's the sci-fi variant. Michael Bay's like the military variant.
Yeah,
It's
he
one
uses a lot of
archetype.
military.
It's three dudes that are actually one dude.
Yeah, I love The Patriot too.
I don't think I've seen The Patriot, the Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson,
one?
yeah.
I've heard
that
good
was
things.
good. I like that one.
I just haven't seen it, so I'm not going to say anything bad
Then
about it.
I do, and I also like The Day After Tomorrow. That was actually a pretty solid one with Dennis Quaid.
I didn't mind that either.
That was okay. Yeah.
They did
aggressively mid blockbusters. Basically, is what I would say. Which are hyper enjoyable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
definitely.
Fucking
I haven't seen 10,000 BC though.
I didn't see that either.
I've heard bad things about that movie.
Right. So right on. Are you looking forward to the new Top Gun next summer?
I haven't seen the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
there's a lot of classic movies I actually haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you why I'm looking forward to the new one. I'm a huge Tom Cruise fan, especially current post 2002 Tom Cruise, especially.
Did you ever like Minority Report?
One of my favorite roles of him.
Yeah, it was okay.
One of my best.
I
One
love
of my
Collateral.
favorite Tom Cruise. Collateral's my favorite.
Collateral, I go World of Worlds. It was there.
I love War of the Worlds. I love mid 2000s Spielberg. That's the best era of Spielberg, in my opinion. I would say his mid 2000 stuff is better than
Mission Impossible 3.
Majority of
I fucking hated Mission Impossible 3.
Really? I thought that was the better
see
one. I think honestly the fourth one I thought was the weakest one. Ghost Protocol. I think it was called.
I would also say Collateral might be potentially my favorite Michael Mann.
Yeah, I could say that.
So why are you looking forward to Top Gun 2?
Because it's starring Tom Cruise again,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also written and I believe directed by what's his fucking name? The guy who did Way of the Gun, who does the
I know the movie you're talking about. I forgot.
He also directed Jack Reacher movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is it
phenomenal action writer? Yeah, Chris McQuarrie.
Chris McQuarrie, yeah.
Phenomenal writer of action, director of action.
They did the first Jack Reacher, yeah.
He's one of the better thriller directors out there in terms of what the balance. He's like I wouldn't put him at quite Michael Mann levels because Michael Mann is an absolute auteur who is like he takes no notes from the studio basically. But like he's like a more palatable Michael Mann, I think. Last Samurai I need to see. I haven't seen that in ages.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that either.
Oh, what I mean? Oh, wait, hold on.
By the way, have I talked about how there's 3 War of the Worlds movies made in 2005 or released in 2005?
Yeah, I remember the one with the TV movie with C. Thomas Howell. I remember that.
That one's silly and bad. And I mean, I love asylum movies of that era, but also there's one that's actually faithful to the book, and it's the worst fucking movie.
You're talking about the 50s one, the original one.
I'm talking about released in 2005 because the 50s one is also not faithful to the book. It's a modernized version of the time. I'm talking about a movie that takes place in 1896. 3 fucking hours. And that's the original release. The director's cut is actually 45 minutes shorter. It's Pendragon's H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds. It's phenomenally awful. It's
got a World of Worlds Annihilation for Tubi. What the?
Oh yeah, that's a sequel to the Asylum War of the Worlds.
William Baldwin?
I believe that's the same one, yeah. That's where we go to Mars and fuck them up. It rocks.
Oh yes. We're coming for you, motherfuckers.
But yeah, it's so funny how bad that Pendragon version is because it's the only one that's actually faithful to the original novel that takes place in 1896. The effects are the fucking worst I've ever seen. Hang on, let's pop up something. Let me see if I can pop something up.
They There Stood Still with Keanu Reeves is a bad movie.
I haven't seen it.
Hang on. Sleepwalking through that one.
Damn, where's the...
I never saw the remake with Keanu. I never saw that one.
You know what I gotta see is Metropolis, the original 1927 flick. I haven't seen that, but I have it. Damn, they don't have a lot of this. Let's see if I can.
I looked at IMDb and I saw like maybe 3 or 4 results for.
And those were all in 2005. There were 3 War of the Worlds movies in 2005.
Wow.
Yeah. Hang on, is this showing up? One sec.
Hold on.
Yeah, 2005. This is the Thunderchild sequence.
Is it a warship?
Yes. Just an ironclad ram. It's the Thunder Child.
Oh yeah,
great value. Robert Downey Jr.
Oh yeah, he also plays. He plays that character and the character's brother.
I can't cross the water. I cannot do it. Things have always been
Hang on, let's go to the special effects.
I mean, such low grade acting.
Here we go. Here we go. Amazing. Holy shit!
What the? Are you kidding me?
This probably should have been a parody.
It sucks because it's almost an interesting design.
It's weird.
Hey,
but...
are those two girls gonna make up? We should get it on.
It's look at
How
those
in the
super
world is it
amazing
allowed?
effects. It's
Wow,
cinematic glory. It's so funny when still images from a musical made of the
How did
franchise
they
in
get away with
1979.
this?
I mean, it's an independent release. I own both 2 copies of this. One's the 45-minute cut director's, or the 45-minute shorter director's cut, with a different color grade. It's worth watching. It's so bad. There's one part where it just goes, oh, the part with the heat ray too, amazing. It's also one of the only ones where it kind of portrays it as invisible.
Oh wow, Jesus.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
wouldn't
bad
say
for the
Shark
actors
Boy and
that
Lava
really
Girl
didn't.
CG bad. I'd say it's much worse.
Yeah, this is did someone have what's the budget for this film? $15.
It's publicly available. This guy, by the way, the director of this keeps doing War of the World movies. Some are like pseudo docs. It's fucking bizarre. Pendragon Pictures.
What's his upset?
He's done like 5 of these. None of them that I've seen have been good.
What the hell is going on?
Oh, the Flying Machine. It's stuff that is in the book, like hinted at. It's, as an adaptation, actually pretty decent. As a film, god awful.
Oh wow.
But yeah.
How the fuck did they get away with this?
No, because in that year, War of the Worlds was to some degree public domain.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. Oh, this is a fun little thing, actually. This
All
is all the war machines that have ever been shown in, I think, specifically the Jeff Wayne's musical, which is my favorite iteration of War of the Worlds, to be quite honest. Oh no, it's all the machines. Look at that.
Wow.
That's cool.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, this design's from 1979. This is for a stage play. Liam Neeson did the remake of this musical.
Really?
Yeah, the original starred. Oh man, that effect's bad. But the original starred. The original version starred Richard Burton as the narrator. And it's just a musical. It's actually one of my.
I remember that. I know my dad has this CD.
It's potential. Yeah, it's a great musical. My dad got me into it too. We had long drives from California to Reno, Nevada, where we listened to it, and I still remember the Red Weed segments, which are like, oh my god, just telling a story specifically only with the soundscape. Brilliant. Musicals peaked in 1979. The Tom Cruise film's a good film, though. Is the thing. It's very good.
They put more effort into that one.
Yeah, it was good, and also just things being analogous to the book. It was very good as that.
Oh yeah, how
like
can
the fact that the nuke was used. The Thunderchild represents in the book the peak of martial combat in that era, in 1896. The peak of warfare was the naval, like the big battleship. So to transpose that into the modern era, we had to use basically a nuke, and that's what they did.
Wow, I can't believe what.
It's crazy how those effects are still some of the best visuals of all time in movies.
Yeah,
it's most convincing I've ever seen, to be quite honest, at some level.
The only War of the Worlds that I've seen is the Tom Cruise one.
I have that and the 1953 because the 1953 one wasn't bad. You know,
it's okay. It's not my preferred one,
but it was decent, I think, for the time.
It irrationally bothers me that they're not actually visibly tripods. The fact that they cop out with like, oh, they have invisible electro legs because we can't do the effect. Yeah, the musical being the best version of War of the Worlds, absolutely. I'll agree with you. I'll like fucking fight by your side on that one. I'll die with you on that hill.
Yeah,
on your side there. It's my favorite version of War of the Worlds.
What about the radio program?
Also good, but I respect that more as like a troll job in terms of causing like tricking people.
Hysteria, yeah.
I heard people committed suicide because they thought it was real.
That sucks because they also gave very blatant disclaimers that I've heard. Like, it's like, yeah, it's clearly not real, guys. You're fucking dumb. Granted, we were, as a society, much more earnest and open to being tricked back then.
Yeah, back then.
Things that we're trying to.
In the late 30s, right?
Yeah, around there.
Mid-late 30s, yeah.
George Romero was doing a War of the Worlds, he's saying? That's interesting.
I didn't know that.
Could be crazy. I mean, I could see it being cool.
I would have been down for that.
Neat. Yeah, it would have been interesting.
No, Johnny Jerry, I'm going to have to go with Junebug on this. The 1979 music, or 78, technically, I believe it was released in Britain, but the musical is the best version of War of the Worlds. Whatever the date was, because I think we're getting mixed signals on that, because I've always known it as 1979, and I might be wrong on that. But yeah, it's the best version. And not the Liam Neeson version, the remake in 2013, the original Richard Burton one, with Phil Lynott from Thin Lizzy. It's an amazing thing. The guy from Moody Blues, Justin Hayward. It's the best version.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was about to say I'm probably gonna wrap up here.
All right.
Because I know we've been going for a little while, almost 3 hours.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch my fucking movies.
Just like the Batman was 3 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours. Right?
Wanted more of it.
But I'd like to get up again soon.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. It was not right on target. It was nice, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I think I missed. Oh yeah, I'm not going to be doing my first part of the stream now. I was going to do a stream of Elden Ring today.
Yeah,
I can still do it at 9 on Twitch.
Oh, you on Twitch? Awesome.
Oh yeah, I'll put up my socials.
Okay.
Okay.
If you guys can see that.
Okay.
Yeah. I've also been streaming. I'm gonna try to stream some more VR stuff because Contractors is fun as shit. You can get into pretty like cinematic gunfights, despite it being like a military shooter sandbox kind of game. It's very similar to like, I guess Counter-Strike is a great way to compare it to.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
it's fun.
Scotty, thank you for jumping in, Scotty and Wildman and Gwen.
Yeah. My pleasure.
Oh yeah, definitely my pleasure. Did you want to talk off stream for a bit, John, or you gotta just go straight to?
I'm probably gonna go straight to bed. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock here at night, and
I've been tired lately too. Fuck.
If you want to hit me on Messenger or something real quick, but I mean, I'll probably be going right to bed here.
Yeah, have a good night, man.
All right, but
alrighty,
everybody out there, have a good night.
Yeah,
and we will see you again.
See you in the stars. Good night. See you in the stars.
Ladies on the Minjay.